I think you can tell that Jeff is driving. We got Sea Farmer Robbie in the passenger seat.
And I'm not going to be paying any attention.
Jeff is not going to be reading comments. He's going to be having his eyes on the road. So we're basically going to be doing the comments, and then if Jeff wants to pipe in, he'll hear our comments. So can you guys tell me if you are hearing us okay, if you see us okay? Can you hear us with the background rolling?
Yeah, is audio okay and all that?
Is anybody on there?
Is anybody on here?
I saw there's 15 people.
We've had an excellent day today so far.
Everything's been going smooth. The truck's pulling a whole lot better. I think we stopped and got fuel earlier, and I think when we put that weight of that fuel, that 118 gallons of tank, got it full, put a little weight on this truck, it made all the difference in the world. Okay, I finally got where I can read the chat.
Okay, so we're going to start with our comments. Redneck Woman's on here, Alan's on here, Jill's on here, Chris is on here, Wayne Johannes Meyer, TJ Sullivan, another teller from Tennessee. That's where we're headed. Third Marsh's on here. Hey, Jeff May's on here. Hey, Jeff. Okay, so while we've got just a few people on here, I'm going to let just a few more people maybe be able to jump on here, because the first thing that I'm going to want to do is say what an amazing live show we had a few nights ago. Can anybody tell me how many people we got on here right now?
37.
Well, we got 37 people. 44 people watching? Okay, so I know some of you may be on the road.
Sure.
And, yeah.
I want you to tell everybody.
You can tell them.
No, I want you to tell them that we expect every dime of the donations on these.
Well, if you didn't hear, Jeff said the other night when we did, thank you so much. And with that being said,
And we spent it all on diesel.
Sea Farm Robbie, do you see a piece of paper down there somewhere? Like, yeah, folded up piece of paper? No, that's not it. It's a whole sheet of paper. Now look at me. I've gone and lost my sheet of paper that had all my names on it.
I don't.
Well, that was the whole purpose of the live. To do call a shout out to everybody. Okay, so you see that I'm sitting all the way. This is our back seat, so I'm like, you know, we got tons of room back here. But I am going to find that sheet of paper, so you guys just hold on just 1 minute here.
She's going to look for that. And
Robbie's going to tell you what's going on with what he thinks is going on with his truck.
So there's 55 people on here. I'm still under the impression, or I still really feel like the oil pump had some kind of a failure. I mean, that's just what I'm kind of stuck on at this time. And I'm thinking, I have a friend, when I get the truck home, I'm going to put it on a trailer, take it to his house, and he has a shop where I'll be able to dive straight into it. It may be a while. Like I say, there will be some other videos that'll come out prior to that, and I'll repeat all this then. But it's going to take me a while to make those videos, so I may do a couple of lives myself, if you guys would like that, and kind of give you updates as I'm going along. But then there will be an actual video of the teardown process and all that. I just want to try to make it as good a video as I possibly can. I'm taking it apart and figuring out what's wrong with it. And I am going to start by pulling the oil pump off, pulling the oil filter off, cutting it open, seeing how much metal's there. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and take the rods and mains, pull the rods and mains, and go ahead and, if in the event that I don't find a bunch of metal and it hasn't spun a bearing, I will put the rods and mains, put new rods and mains in it and a new oil pump. That's what I'm thinking. But if it's not that, if that's not it, then if that's not the problem, then I'll go from there. I may have to find an engine. But
first of all, we also want to say, since we did the live, that phone rang, and I said, you better answer that. That might be a driver. And we want to give a special shout out. Go ahead, Robbie.
Scott
and Diane McKay.
Yeah, Scott and Diane McKay.
They came to our rescue and got his camper that morning. And if it wasn't for them, we'd still be sitting back there right now.
I could have wrote your name down, but I could not remember it. I remembered it was Scott, but Scott and Diane McKay. And
Thank you, Scott
y'all
and
saved
Diane.
my butt. Saved their butts, you know. And
They were able to take the unit, and they sat there with us. It was great to meet them finally and see their little puppy dog Bella, which was so cute. And they waited there in the parking lot while they got their Arizona permit before they could pull off. But we got to know them a little better, and we hooked up Robbie's truck to our truck.
now, when
Go
we
ahead,
hooked,
Robbie. Tell
when
them
we
about
hooked up,
what went on from that point.
when we hooked up, everything seemed really good in the parking lot. We started down the road, and it turns out when I pulled David's truck back, I pulled the Gen Y hitch off and just slid it right in the receiver because I have a 2.5 inch Gen Y. So it did not like being the extra distance between the truck. It was really bad. Now we pulled right over, just as the first place we found, and we pulled the Gen Y off. And it's not a knock against Gen Y products. It's just that's just not. It doesn't like the more pieces you put together. The more pieces you put together, the less it likes it. So once we did that, and then once we put fuel in the truck, got some weight in this truck, right now it's pulling great.
Yeah, because when we first started off, we had quite a bit of space between those trucks with that Gen Y hitch. Because
Right.
that Gen Y hitch sticks out so far behind your tailgate.
Right, so it added quite a bit. And once we took it off, it got a lot better. And then once we got fuel in this truck, it completely topped it off. That put a lot of weight on this truck to hold it, you know, so that truck
But
didn't
don't
bounce
forget
around.
the Gen Y hitch has suspension in it.
Yeah, it also has the torsion hitch. It's not a Gen Y hitch like mine. It's actually sticks out further than mine because it's got the torsion on it. Great for pulling trailers, but it didn't like the tow bar. I feel like when I get home, once we get it to the house and we're safe and sound in my yard, I'm gonna show you how I hook this up. Me and him, we brainstormed. We had plenty of time to brainstorm about it and try to figure out something that was gonna be safe and solid to hold that tow bar mount on my truck. And so far it's working really, really good.
Yeah,
But
we're running smooth. The potholes was throwing us off on I-40 through New Mexico quite a bit. That was a
Those-
little hairy.
those long potholes where it looks like almost like the road has been eaten up and the pothole goes on and curves off, that was getting bad because my truck was trying to track that stuff and it didn't like that at all.
But we've got into Texas now, and we've got pretty good
yeah.
smooth roads, so we're good to go. And if you don't mind me interrupting you, Robbie, at this point, I want to say, because everything was so hectic the other night on our last live, and we were getting the donations, and I really felt bad if I missed anybody calling you out for a thank you. I'm going to let you know and send a special thank you shout out to Aaron Julian, John and Cynthia Jensen, Brian Katrina, Frankie Brown, Aaron Davis, Alan Carr, Deborah Vessel, Jackie Wilson, Dennis Dunderdale, Alan Robinson, In Faith On Faith, Leanne, Carol Creech, Brad Toby, Alan Ventures, Thurman Marshall, Benjamin Greider, Brian Anderson, Nucking Thutz, Wayne Johannesmeyer, Alfred Garcia, Robert Peoples, Pete S., Jason Lilly, RV Outlaws, We Haul RVs LLC, and Dougie Doo. We just want to say our heartfelt thank you so much for those donations. Thank you for the super chat donations. That got us a full tank of fuel to head back towards Tennessee. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, and there was some more people that had they had sent me money different ways, and I wasn't expecting that. That was
It was amazing. I mean, we were on cloud nine when we got off that live. We could just walked around the truck saying, "What just happened?" With the outpouring of
But
love.
don't forget, we were dead out of diesel.
right.
We were completely out of diesel at that point. All right, let's get to the comments, Robbie.
Yeah.
Jeff May's here. Chris James is here. LVC is giving us the thumbs up. Jay Evans 90 says hello. Joshua Hammond, we just talked to Joshua on the phone. Hey, Joshua. Edward Wardlow, Eddie's on here. LVC has got the cowboy bandit emoji. That's it. Brad Toby.
How many people's on there?
40.
How many?
40.
Now, hold
Too
on.
many?
Brad says that this is not very good video quality.
Yeah.
We apologize. I don't know how many people can do a rolling live without other people doing this. So, you know, we're in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and our signal may not be that good. So we've never tried an actual where we're actually going down the road with a rolling live. So bear with us. I hope the audio is good enough. You know what our mugs look like. So that's that. Not a Real Libertarian podcast is on here. What's up? Not a Real Libertarian podcast.
Yeah, go check out their channel.
Brian Anderson said, hey,
Yeah, Brian Anderson, my buddy.
that's my fellow Tennessee crew.
Who said they didn't like the video quality?
Brad said the video quality is not too good. How about the rest of
Okay,
you?
Brad, go watch the Smurfs.
Go watch the Smurfs. Is anybody else? Is everybody else having a bad video? Could that be it?
I think that was from earlier. I think we went through kind of a bad spot.
We might have went through a bad area.
Yeah, I think it's better now. It looks a little better on my end.
And Len Daniels, our friend Len, is on here. How you doing, Len? We love you and miss you. It was just an amazing thing that happened with the live the other night, and we're just giving an update. My live chat comments have frozen. I don't know about yours, Robbie.
Mine, no, everything's still good on mine. I wanted to say, Frank Audrey,
Yeah,
I know you would have.
You have to close
I
and
know.
reopen it.
I'll refresh it and see what happens.
You know, and that's one thing that blows my mind is, you know, these guys were here with me and they weren't leaving me, but it still overwhelms me to know, like Mr. Frank Audrey said up there, you know, he would have came got me, and there's so many people that if I would have put out a post that said, I don't think I realized it before this, but sitting back here in that parking lot, if I would have put out a video and said, guys, I'm stuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, the people that would have just been headed that way with trailers, people who are still sending me messages today, hey, is your truck towing all right? Do you need me to come get you with the trailer? It's mind-blowing. It's very, to say it's humbling is not the word. I mean, you guys
was
are
over the top humbling.
You guys are amazing.
Great.
Amazing.
Our followers, somebody else said that, you know, we're great American patriots and all that on a comment. And I said, our followers are the best
Absolutely.
meat of the country. I mean, that's the heart of the country there.
Absolutely.
I think most of them are great American patriots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Todd Craze, Bird is in the house. Bird is the word. That's it. That's and Nature Nut Photos. Say hi to Rhonda for me. Robert Clubs, hey Robert, how you doing? He comments on almost every single one of our videos. Thank you so much. Chris James is laying in bed with no pants on. Chris,
Chris, I'm jealous.
Diane McKay says Scott and I are here. Hey Diane and Scott.
Thank you guys one more time. I can't say it enough.
Brian Treat, hey guys, I hope you all had a good day. We are having a very good day. Thank you. Redneck Woman, Ursula is very pixelated. Okay, again, we're sorry for the quality of the video. Apparently, a rolling live is not necessarily the greatest idea. But
And again,
we'll try.
Again, you can go watch the Smurfs.
Okay, Chris said 44. That's how many people are on here. Hey, you guys, reach down there. You know, go out of live chat and
Hit that like
button. That helps
It helps
us
a lot.
And at this point, I want to say, you know, when we brought Alan back home from Alaska, you saw the videos where Jeff made Alan his personal manservant. Well, Robbie isn't so much Jeff's personal manservant.
Not at all.
He's my personal manservant. He's been teaching me so much about how to better my YouTube channel, and you know how you can help us grow our channel, and he is going to have to basically live off of his YouTube channel until he gets his truck fixed. And that, you know, that income is like minuscule, right, off of YouTube. We don't make much off of YouTube. He makes a little more than we do. But he is a bigger YouTuber than we are, so I'm just absorbing all that knowledge. He's teaching me everything. But you know what I found out? I found out that if you guys need anything at all from Amazon, okay, anything, let's say you need to go buy a roll of toilet paper from Amazon, if you would go to his channel or our channel or whoever, mostly his channel because I don't have my links up yet, but if you go to his channel and go underneath his video in his description and click anything, if you click the BakFlip truck bed cover link, it's going to take you to Amazon. You don't want a BakFlip bed cover, right? You want a roll of toilet paper. So if you click that link, any link at all underneath his video, and then it takes you to Amazon, because we're drawing traffic to Amazon, we get a percentage. We get like a 3 cents or something because you went to Amazon and bought a roll of toilet paper from one of our videos. So if you guys are ordering from Amazon, go to one of our videos, click there, and then go and order from Amazon.
I've got something to say about that. Or, if you could hold off on the toilet paper long enough for Cheryl to get our links up, you can click from there.
You can click under ours, and I'm going to do that in the next couple of days, get some links going.
Yeah.
All right, let me get back to these comments. Robbie,
I want to say, Brian, Katrina, I'm glad you got your truck straightened out. I just got your private message, and I really think that's got you fixed up, bud.
Brian, Katrina, thank you again so much.
Absolutely.
Let's see now, where were we in the, okay, we were up to 44. James T says, I'm on here. Hey, James. And he's new, so thank you. Welcome to our channels. We are the Transport Bandits. This is Sea Farmer. If you want to watch some good RV transport videos or whatever you want to call them on our YouTube, it would be great to support us. If you subscribe to us, Transport Bandits, we're Transport Bandits, or Sea Farmer, the letter C, space, and then Farmer. That would greatly appreciate it. You guys know it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the channels, right? Some people don't. Some people think it costs to subscribe to somebody's YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It helps YouTube pay us because our subscriptions are going up. And the only thing it does for you is send you a notification when one of us has got a new video up. That's the only thing subscribing to a YouTube channel does.
Yeah, there's no pain involved.
No pain at all. Jimmy Hopkins is on here. He was number 44. Thank you, Jimmy. Hey, say hey to Marlene. They are our good biker buddies.
Hey, Jimmy, check it out. We're doing a rolling live.
Rolling live.
Never been done before.
Brad said that he's getting some buffering. So if you guys are locked up, we're just going to apologize for that. Robbie, Frank Autry is next if you want to read that comment.
Yeah, I'm looking. I read it earlier, but I have to go
Okay,
back.
I'll pick up. Frank Audrey said, so sorry to hear about your truck. It's right after the numbers where they say 44.
Okay.
It's to try and keep, it's hard to keep up with these comments.
So sorry to hear about your truck, Sea Farmer. I've been running behind and watching my YouTube videos. Just recently found out you were broke down. Wished I could have known, would have known I would have come after you. Frank, I know, man, there had been so many people. These guys were sitting here with me, and everything's going good, and I was hoping it would, but if the tow bar wouldn't have worked out, you know, I would have definitely needed someone with a trailer. But, man, just the people that have sent that message right there, that they would have came and got me. If, you know,
we had them from all over the country saying I couldn't be there, but they were like all the way in Kentucky or Maine, Washington or Idaho or some crazy places said, well, I'll come and get you.
Hey, can y'all give a second? I need to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy Hopkins. I've seen you do your little Facebook lives and stuff like that. But what I'm doing here, a rolling live on YouTube, that's killing.
Next level professional stuff.
No. That would kill a normal man.
That would kill any normal man.
Hey, Blue Thunder. I mean to call you whenever, if I haven't talked to you by the time I get home, I'm gonna call you when I get home, man.
Hey, David. Now, all of you, if you didn't watch the live before, if you don't know the story, Blue Thunder broke down last week. This man right here was to his rescue and towed him home all the way from what, Phoenix?
All the way from Phoenix. We looked around at multiple different ways of doing it, and I was almost to the point of driving all the way back to Tennessee, grabbing my gooseneck and coming all the way back out to get him, and we found the tow bar. I'm not gonna say he overspent, we were just in a bind, and he bought it at Camping World, and it was, if we could have just sat there a few more days and waited on it to come in on Amazon, we could have got it for like $500 cheaper. So I hated to see him spend that money, but it was the best option at the time. We got him home, and he told me to carry the tow bar with me because I might need it, or I might find someone else that needs it. And he's a really, really good guy. He wanted me to carry that with me to help someone else out. Here I am, little known, I'm the one that's going to
You're
need
the
it.
one that needed
So,
the tow
I
bar.
mean, David saved my butt too,
And you know-
didn't even know.
You know what, Blue Thunder?
I don't want nothing to do with that tow bar.
I told them I was going to let them carry it with them. They said they don't want it. Said it's got a bad
It's like that
mojo with it.
gun with the voodoo curse on it.
Right.
Don't give the tow bar to them because your truck will be the next one that uses it.
Right.
Help
And
your
then,
truck.
And it, but for him to give that to me to help other people out, and now, he's trying to figure out what to do as far as coming up with an engine for his truck, because he does have to have an engine for it. So if anybody doesn't know, he does have a GoFundMe set up to kind of help him out, because when something like this happens, he doesn't have the income and
Yeah,
all
he's
that.
out.
So,
I mean, he's completely out.
yeah.
If you
so,
guys, Blue Thunder, if you're on here, if you can put a link in
yeah,
the
put a
comments
link to
to your
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe page, because he has a family. His truck is done for. I mean, the engine, it's just shot. It's done for. He doesn't have a job right now. He has no income. He had set up a GoFundMe page just to try and get enough money built up to fix the truck or to help his family pay some bills. So if Blue Thunder, David Cross, if you can put the GoFundMe link underneath there, maybe some of these great people that are our followers can help you out just a little bit.
Or
$1.
share it.
Yeah,
And share it to
$1
other
helps.
people that might,
Jeff Wood's on here. Hello, Jeff Wood. Hey, Kip is on here. He's northbound at his big semi rig and
Big Kip.
big Kip. He's northbound at Rockford, Illinois. Hey, Kip, we love you. You know that.
We're doing a rolling live,
We're
brother.
doing our rolling live. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those doggies rolling. I'll keep my day job now. Sorry. Jim M says hello to everybody. Diane says we don't have a good reception, and when we're all rolling, that's very understandable.
I think that was when it was earlier. It's looking a lot better on my end now, and it was
Good.
it was sitting stuck spinning back
Well,
when
was it
everybody making
buffering?
those
So
comments.
we're not buffering
Yeah.
anymore, right? Todd St. John's is here. Thank you so much, Todd. Not a real libertarian podcast. Hopefully it's minimal damage, bud.
I'm hoping so too. I mean, I got my fingers crossed, but I'm hoping for the best and expecting the worst. But you guys will see as I see, because I plan on videoing every step of it. Like I say, it may be a little while before it comes out, but I do plan on getting it on video.
And Nick Santos, hey Nick, how you doing? He says Barbados.
Give a little shout out to Not a Real Libertarians channel.
Yeah,
They're
Not a
good
Real
guys.
Libertarians channel.
That's a good channel to go to. Not a Real Libertarian podcast. Go
Yeah.
check their channel out.
Absolutely.
Millie Arnold, the Bandits mom. It's 7 p.m. here now. Thought live was at 8. What would ever give you that idea, Millie? Glad I turned it on. 7 p.m. is what the advertisement was. I hope that's what I put on there.
Yeah.
Deborah Vessel says, hi guys. Hey Deborah, how are you?
Hey sis.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
I'm doing a rolling live, but I'm not allowed to look at the comments because I have to drive.
Yeah.
No, he's watching the road. And Shannon's on here. Shannon Gentry. Hey Shannon, how are you doing? Oh, I'm so happy that you're on here and you caught our live. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Shannon, I don't know if you heard earlier or not, but we're doing a rolling live, and I gotta tell you, this would kill the normal man.
And also I want to say a shout out to Shannon, because Shannon is one of those people that we surround ourselves with.
Doggone right, he's a great American.
We called him a couple of weeks ago. A friend of ours was in Elkhart and had a mishap in the yard. It was a female. and she had hurt herself in the yard, and it was late on a Saturday night, and they called and said, is there anybody that is trustworthy that could come and help her? And we didn't know anybody. We called every transporter we knew, and that nobody was in the area.
Yeah, but they wanted somebody that we trusted.
That we trust, and we trust Shannon with our whole heart. We gave Shannon a call, and he was on it, and he got her all fixed up and made sure she was safe and sound and got to her hotel room. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for Shannon and his son who went out there to take care of her. A special
Right, man.
thank you from
You're a
us.
great American, brother.
Tim Baxley says, hey y'all, Jeep 1367's on here. Hello everybody. Hello Jeep 1367. I don't think I've seen Jeep 1367 on our lives before. So hello and welcome to the Transport Bandit channel.
See one of yours, Robbie?
Oh, I ain't heard that one before. Welcome
Dougie
aboard,
Doo
man.
is on here. Dougie Doo, you were the first one to kick it
Yes,
off.
I have. I've heard it. I'm sorry.
You were the first one to kick it off with the donations the other night. You did the super chat for the $2, and it just blew up from there. So I want to say, I wish I knew what your real name was. If you want to private message me, I'd love to give you a thanks. Dougie Doo, thank you so much for kicking off the donation waterfall flux that happened the other night with helping us to raise a little bit of money. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Definitely filled this truck up with diesel. And I want everybody to know that we did take all that money and put it towards diesel for this truck.
Yep, took every last red cent of it. Jimmy's on here. Now, that's not Jimmy Hopkins. This is just Jimmy. Hello, everyone. Is that Jimmy Freeman? I'm not sure if I got that right, Jimmy. If it is, you can say yes or no. And then underneath that, Jimmy Hopkins says, it is not movie quality.
Yes.
Come on now, Jimmy. It's
guys,
all right if it's not movie quality.
you guys know the movie Step Brothers, right?
Right.
So our videos are not movie quality.
It's all right, Jimmy. Look at what I'm doing. You know, would kill a normal man.
Chris Hyde, glad y'all are safe and headed home. I seen y'all rolling east on 40 today.
Oh, hey.
You passed us, really? That's awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
honked and waved as we passed, and I just delivered in Albuquerque.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
If we didn't hear you, we probably were on the phone talking about truck parts or something to friends, or talking to our friend Lynn, or who knows. We could. We have a dozen
I have to
people
say we're
following us.
well east of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Brad now says the audio is good. Audio is good. Video is better. So we're on the improving quality, right? We're improving.
I think we're good for a little while longer. Service seems to be pretty good across there at this point.
Good, good. Jim M says the video is fine. Jeff Wood said it's good here in Mississippi. Redneck Woman, it was bad earlier and now it's pretty good. Well, thank goodness that it got better and not bad. At least you guys are not watching us sideways. Do you remember that live? We're getting so much better with our lives, aren't we? It's all because of this man right here. Blah. He's taught me so much about YouTube. Thank you so much to my personal manservant,
Well,
Robbie.
I tell you
appreciate
what,
it.
I don't really feel like I know all that much. But I'm glad that, you know, that the stuff that I'm able to share with you is helping.
It's a lot of good information.
YouTube should never be a competition. We all know something, and I would encourage anyone to do YouTube, you know, and if you help each other along, there's no competition to it. There's no win or lose. You're either going to share information and help people out, or you're not, you know. So I want them to be able to share their information as best as they can, and I want to learn new ways to put out my information the best I can. And she's taught me some stuff too. I mean, there's a lot of little stuff that I didn't know that hell, she's teaching me how to do a live right now.
Yeah.
I've never done a live
He's
before.
never done a live show.
Well,
so
Robbie,
She let me go through and push the buttons to get this one set up, so whenever I get home I can do live updates about the truck, because I'll be putting out videos that I'm editing. So you know, the lives can keep you up to date while you're going through the videos that I already have staged to come out and stuff.
Robbie,
Yes, sir.
we see, as you know, here on the Transport Bandits, I'm the talent.
I know.
She's the producer.
I see that.
And I've been working with an inferior producer.
Gee, thanks. I love it when you say those sweet little nothings too.
So I appreciate any help you give her. All right?
He is a very brave man with her sitting right behind his head.
Yeah, right here.
That's my personal
you're
take on
Pamela
him.
Anderson in Baywatcher, all right? You're the eye candy.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
And I'm the producer.
And you're the producer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed hanging out with these guys. Like I say, a week ago, we'd never met. Didn't know them at all.
This has been a great experience because the best reward out of all of this is I think we're going to come away with another great friend.
Absolutely.
Just like we did with Alan from Alaska.
Absolutely. And he's pretty cool too. We've been talking to him back and forth on the phone, and they have a, you know, kind of like a lot of you guys that have my number and that reach out to me, you know, we talk and stuff, and these guys are the same way, and just intermingling with, it's awesome. All you guys are just
You guys are all of our followers and our subscribers and everybody, and if you're brand new, you guys are awesome. Thank you for jumping on here and watching us and listening to us.
Absolutely.
You know, I would like
Bigger
to thank
banner.
everybody that watches either one of our channels are great Americans.
They are great Americans. I am going to get back to some of the comments now so we don't skip anybody. Jeff Wood says it's good here in Mississippi. The Redneck Woman said it was bad earlier and pretty good now. Robert Clemson is looking good in Michigan. Tim Baxley, video is clear. Smash the like button, people. Go out of live
Absolutely.
chat, go back, press that little like button. That's going to help our videos grow, and YouTube sees that more and more we're having more and more interaction with people. So by you making a comment and then hitting that like button, somehow they will push our videos out more. They say, oh, these people are really liked by a lot of people, so let's push their videos out more, and then they'll pay us 3 cents for that day.
Both been sitting here watching. I mean, the stuff just over since the other night, the subscriber count, the watch
Our
numbers and
subscribers
stuff,
have gone
and that
way
just
up
blows
since
our mind because we see the same thing floating along all month, and then since this happened, everything has just been going right up, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
Yeah, but guys, if you haven't subscribed to the Transport Bandits, I would really appreciate it if you did. We're really trying hard to break that 3,000.
We're at 50,000
He's like a
subscribers.
million.
Yeah, he's like a billionaire YouTuber.
It's right at 6.
Yeah, it's right at 6,000, and we were just plateauing with just gaining like 1 or 2 subscribers a day, and we were happy with that. We're just kind of steady, and then we did that live the other night, and it's just gone up, and we're over the moon about it. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, but I'll really be over the moon when we hit that 3,000 mark.
So we need 80 more subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, go hit that subscribe. Jeff, do it.
I did it.
Do it again. They're gonna want to see it.
Subscribe.
He can't look at you with the main look.
Yeah.
He's driving.
Yeah, he's got to keep his eyes on the road.
Lindgren Transport. That's our good buddy Wyatt. I'm here. You're still working on. He's still working on his truck. We talked to him early on the phone. Had to take a break for a little rainstorm. But at least you're getting that little break time.
Hey, Robbie.
I hope it does good. I hope it comes together good for you, Wyatt.
Robbie. Wyatt watches both of us.
He does.
And I think we pretty solidly determined which one is his
Which
favorite.
one of us is his favorite YouTuber?
Yeah, we pretty
right?
solidly determined.
Yeah,
that.
we have determined which one of us is his favorite YouTuber, right?
I'm thinking so.
I think he's messaging us under the table. You know, you're our favorite YouTuber.
I know,
and then
we
he's
were-
messaging him. You're
it's funny, we were-
actually my favorite.
I talk to Wyatt fairly regularly, you know, pretty regularly.
We love
And the
Wyatt.
other day we get in the truck, we're going down the road, and Wyatt called, and whenever he calls, before they had a chance to say anything, I said, Wyatt, are you cheating on me with the Transport Bandit? It was funny.
Or cheating.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's a really good guy.
Hey, Jeff May. Hey, Jeff, that comment about you need to go watch the Smurfs if our video quality isn't any good. Jeff May said, I don't like the Smurfs, so my video quality looks good to me.
All right, Jeff. Way to go, buddy.
Holland Paws. Hey, Holland Paws. Praying it's the oil pump for you, Robbie.
Me too, Holland Paul.
Yeah, we are too, man.
Like I said, hoping for the best and expecting whatever, but it makes sense for the videos I've seen and the things that I saw, and you know, just hoping for the best. You know, thank you, Holland Paul.
Hey, Jeff. You want to show them your dimples? Look at them Mexican teeth and them dimples. Look at that right there, because LVC said the dimples are crystal clear. You guys are just feeding his ego. He doesn't need his
I'm
ego
telling
fed anymore. Robbie, tell him.
I don't know. He could always get back.
He's the most humblest man you know. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
You guys know Jeff, right? Hey, oh, Mark Lundy is on here. What's
That's
up,
cute.
Bandit?
Remember you asked me earlier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark Lundy is our good friend, and I believe you asked him for his phone
Yeah, I
number
went to
today so
school
we
with
could-
Mark.
So we
Okay.
could put you into our contacts. So thank you for getting back to us. We have your number. We're putting you into our contacts. We didn't need anything. We just were like, Mark, we need his. Why is he not in our contacts? So we've got you in our contacts now, Mark. I hope you're doing great, Mark. We appreciate everything that you.
Yeah, and in case you don't know what's going on, Mark, I've saved this man's life.
We're saving his life right now. Towing,
He was out
towing his
there.
truck.
He was
That's right.
broke down out there in the desert. He was going to die of exposure.
Yeah, you all seen what happened to the National Lampoon, the Griswolds
Yeah.
out in the desert, right? That was Robbie.
Yeah, when we pulled in there, his shirt was on his head. I saw
Oh,
his
yeah.
watch and wallet laying out in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Buzzards were flying around. We're at James Merson. Robbie, are you in the comments with me?
I'm trying to keep up. I
It's
keep
hard.
getting- Yeah.
James Merson, I have a granny flat in
I
north
saw
central Texas if you want to stop over for the night. North Central. Are we
That's-
north central?
We're past that.
Yeah, we're
kind of
already
moving
in
towards
Oklahoma.
now, aren't we?
Yeah.
But thank you so much for reaching out to us. That means a lot to
Absolutely.
us. Knocking Flats is on here. America! And thank you again for your donation. We so appreciate it. If any of you guys are on here and got on here late, I did a shout out. You can go back and watch the replay. I read all the names of all of you who gave us a generous donation. So much that helped us buy a tank of fuel to get back towards home. All of your names are read out loud, and I wanted to say a special thank you to all of you guys. So all of your names have been read in the earlier part of this video. And thank you so much. Jim M, does the engine have any oil pressure at all?
It does. It does. Whenever that happened, when the RPMs went way up, because what happened, I was coming off a hill, and it was where it would usually drop one gear and go about 2,500 or so, which I'm comfortable with. It dropped 2, and it went to it was right on the line on 4,000 and 4,000 RPM, and it went quick. And as soon as it did, I hit the tow haul button, turn the engine brake off. Normally I pull the gear shifter down into manual, so it can't do that. As long as I pull it down manual, and then if I pick up speed, I'll downshift it on the buttons on the gear shifter, and I've never had a problem with that. And even when I haven't, I've never seen it do this. It just shot up to 4,000 RPM. I got it back, and as I got the RPMs back down, I put it in manual, turned that stuff off, and started shifting back up to get the RPMs down. As it come down, the oil pressure came down with it, and then the buzzer went off. Right now, if I go back here and start it with the oil cold, it might hold 18, 19 PSI. And as the engine warms up, it'll drop down to about 9 or 10. And with 9 or 10 PSI at idle, if I run the RPMs up, say 2,000 RPM is what I did, and it went up to about 24, 25 PSI, and that's nothing compared to what it used to hold, and that's not enough to turn that little oil digger off. So my first thought was the oil pressure sending unit had to have failed. The truck's got a lot of miles on it, all that stuff, because it sounded perfectly fine at the time that it happened. So that's why where I was at, I was sitting directly on the side of the road, and I needed to get to a better place. And it was in my head, it's running too good. There's no blow by, there's nothing, no oil in the engine bay, nothing was wrong, except for the oil digger was going off, and I saw that. I think it was probably about 10 miles I eased down the road and pulled into the parking lot there at Select, backed in, and that's when I sat there for a day and got a hold of these guys, and they were on their way. They brought me the oil pressure sending unit, and it broke my heart whenever I spun that oil pressure sending unit in there and hit the key, fired it up, and it still did the exact same thing, except for this time it has like a gear wind to it, like a supercharger gear wind to it. And at first I thought it was the turbo, like when you have the exhaust off on the output side of the turbo and you fire the engine up, you'll hear the engine running like an exhaust leak, or like an exhaust with a turbo whine over top of it. That is what it reminded me of, and I started thinking, do I have an exhaust leak? And then I started hearing a rattle. But at first, as soon as I fired it off, Jeff said, that's not an exhaust leak. But it came in so subtly. At first it did kind of have a noise like an exhaust leak, like rubbing two sheets of paper together. Kind of had that, like the air going through a tight passage kind of deal. And then as I let it sit there and run, it would smooth out a little bit as the engine warmed up. Well, when I started up cold the other day, Jeff looked and said, that's not an exhaust leak. And I knew that. As soon as we fired it up, it had a harder rattle to it. And that's the best way I know to describe it. But I put a little clip in the video that I put out last night of it running. So that would be better than me trying to take. And it's still pretty well the same as that. I started the truck up one more time to make that video there, if I remember right. And it's still, like I said, basically about the same. I'm hoping that something is sheared off on the... the teeth have sheared off. I found some videos on that. Or maybe even something came apart in the pump and is causing it to put extra pressure on the teeth. I don't know. If I tear into it and I don't see anything on the oil pump, then I'll move on to something else. I'm hoping it's not a spun bearing, but that's why I'm saying I'm gonna pull the rod caps off, main caps off. If I don't see a problem, I'll probably go and I'll keep looking till I find it, and then I'll replace, put new.
Hey, Robin.
Yes, sir.
I really hate to admit this on live YouTube.
I ain't that pretty.
But, man, I hate to admit it. It's really hard for me.
What's that?
What?
Today.
Jimmy Hopkins is a decent mechanic.
Yeah.
I hate to admit that. But, Jimmy, you just heard the description. If you've got any ideas at all, come on, buddy. Spit them out.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to get back to the comments. That's the one thing that you'll learn about doing the lives. If you talk for a long time, the comments really build up, and we don't want to lose the people that are on here, because we are going to mention your name and get to every single one of your comments. So just hang in there with us. Jim M does, let's see, Henry Jansen said the video is going now. Keep on trucking. The good Lord is at work. He certainly is. Every time. I think that's who we've got our faith in. Wayne is on here. Wayne, glad you are heading home. Got to go take the dog for a walk. All right, go walk that little doggy, Wayne. And thank you again for your donation. Gypsy's on here. Hello, everyone. Hippie's friend here. How are you? We are great. Okay, now Gypsy, she met us on our way to Sturgis. And, her friend actually met us on the way to Sturgis and recognized my bike. And so we got to meet Hippie, and this is a friend of Hippie, and she recognized me and my bike, and thankfully she found our YouTube channel through that. So thank you, Gypsy. How are you doing today? Shannon's on here. Transport Bandits know all they need to do is call, and I will be on my way. We do know that, Shannon. We absolutely do, because Shannon is that type of people that we surround ourselves with.
All right, Shannon. Then I need you to, when you're in the shop this week, I need you to make me some sort of bat signal.
A bat signal.
Like a
Shannon signal.
Like a Shannon signal.
A Shannon signal with a big wrench on it up in the sky.
Yes.
Deborah Vessel, she shared this on Facebook. Thank you. See, that helps us. Whenever we have a video going or a new video out, if you guys can click that share, go out of live chat, click that share button, and it shares over to your Facebook, even if it doesn't have anything to do with you or your friends. The fact that you've just clicked it on Facebook, then put up another post that might be relevant to you and your family. But because you share it over to your Facebook page, that helps grow our channel. So thank you so much. We appreciate that, Deborah. Todd St. John, the video's fine for me. Brad Toby, hey, what's wrong with the Smurfs? They're blue. What is wrong with the Smurfs?
They're weird.
There's nothing wrong with the Smurfs. I like the Smurfs just fine. There ain't nothing wrong with the Smurf. Joshua Hammond, everything looks good. You guys did a
I like
good job.
him.
God bless.
You know, Robbie,
Sir.
I like that little blonde blue Smurf. She's cute.
She's cute. The little
She's
blonde,
cute,
the
but
little blonde
I
skirt.
don't know, man. It seems like they're predominantly male, and then there's one little
Just
blonde
one
that pops
blonde
up. I would be
skirt.
scared of her. I
That's
would
true.
definitely have to check her out.
That's right, Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Good call.
Diane says the video is better now. Joshua said you guys have a safe trip and be safe on the ride. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you.
Tina Palmer's on here. Hello, Bettina.
Hey, Bettina.
Yay, you know who Bettina is, don't you? Hey, Alan, if you're watching, Bettina is on here. Bettina put us up in a cabin while we were in Alaska. She's our Alaska
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Man, this girl was so kind.
Yeah.
She let us use her cabin while we were in
It was
Alaska.
fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Incredible.
And you know,
And she came out to eat pizza with us.
you know, I love you, girl. We are just all busy all the time, and if I don't get in contact with everybody, it's so hard. And Robbie, you can attest to this.
Absolutely.
We have people messaging us or texting us or calling us pretty much on a consistent basis all throughout from the time we get up to the time we go to bed. And we try to get back to everybody, and sometimes it gets lost in the mix, but I
It's
need to
hard
reach
to.
out to you and say hi.
Yeah. Hey, but
Yeah.
Bettina, it's like this. Alan, he's our publicist.
Yeah, Alan, do our dirty job for us and get in touch with Bettina, okay? Brad says, if people even, when not watching, just put the YouTube playlist in the background and let it run through all the videos over and over. That's
That would work.
that's what I was doing today with Robbie, is I put on Jeff's computer, his laptop, I hit his channel, I pushed play all. And even though I am not watching his video, we are doing something else, we went in to eat, we go to the bathroom or anything, I just let his video play in the background. I mean, the computer's not doing me any good. It can be on. I've got plenty of juice or power. It doesn't matter if it's playing. If you could let our videos just play while you're vacuuming or something, it helps our channels. Those ads that pop up, when you press skip the ad, that helps. But if you let that ad play all the way through, that brings us $1 or 3 cents or 30 cents or something. It just helps us so much gain a little bit of money. You know how much I made on YouTube over the last 3 months? $139. I don't do it for the money. I do it for you guys. Okay, but if I could make $239 from YouTube, it would make the incredible amount of time I spend on editing so much more worth it. So thank you very much. Okay, you know I'm a blabbermouth, Robbie.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you on to, after Brad, we've got Alan on here, and he said, did you find out anything about Casey?
No.
Hey. The person that was on our last live that said, I believe the person's name was Casey, and not the Casey of Fair Winds and Falling Seas Casey. It's a Casey we've never heard of before. That said, I'd like to meet the manservant in your rescue. If you're watching right now, please make a comment, private message us or something. Alan is like, oh, who was that? I would like to meet that person. So, you know, we might could do a little hooking up there. You know, we're trying to get our boy Alan all hooked up. You know, if there's some nice ladies out there that would like to say hi to Alan, Alaska Alan, hey, shoot us a message. We can make it happen. Lovebirds.
And the thing about Alan, he is an excellent manservant.
He's a really good manservant.
Robbie, he's a terrible manservant.
He called and tried to give me lessons, but I'm just not picking it up. I'm trying, but I'm just not picking it up.
Okay, Tina says, come back and visit me in Alaska. That is the plan. Okay, we've just started with a new company. We're pulling Airstreams now, and they don't go to Canada, but it is very possible once we get ourselves established, we can start running our own. We're going to be doing our own, we can make our own haul happen. We can set up the haul. Our company will sponsor us, so we can we can get in touch with Eric and make something like that happen. We just have to get like all the P's and Q's worked out with this new thing that's going on right now. But we are going to come back to Alaska and see you. Absolutely. Millie said, buffering and sound is not good. Sorry. All right, are we back to the non-good buffering thing?
You know, I may have to block my mom.
Block your mom.
Block your mom. RV Outlaws is on here. You know who RV Outlaws are. Thank you so much for the donation the other night. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I finally made it. Glad you guys are rolling along. Good luck with the truck, Robbie. Sending good vibes on it and not being too bad.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And again, I'm going to say at the beginning of this video, I read off. I wanted to shout out up there to the public, all the people who helped us the other night on the live. Thank you so much. So if you're just joining us right now, go back towards the beginning of this video. We gave a shout out to every name who made the donation towards our tank of fuel on the last slide.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Blue Thunder, everyone smash the like button. Yes, if you haven't smashed the like button, how many people we got watching us right now? I got 58 likes.
57 likes, 59 by the people sign.
59. We've got 58 likes and 59 watching. That's unheard of.
One of you all out there ain't hit that like button.
That's unheard of.
Heck
It
yeah.
was probably Jimmy Hawkins.
No, that's me. Because I'm on your... That's me. I'm on the computer. I should hit the like button,
Come on,
right?
Cheryl. Come on.
59.
Let me think it was
There
Jimmy
we go.
Hawkins, okay?
I got 59. Oh, we went up to 62 likes. Hey, thank you. Go out
Cheryl.
and check the like chat. Hit that like button.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yes, there.
I would still like to think it was Jimmy Hopkins who didn't hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Deborah Vessel said, Brad Toby, I've had Sea Farmer running since last night. Oh, on the phone.
Oh, awesome.
Come on.
Yeah, on the phone.
It helps. I appreciate it.
Tina says, I'm doing a hot shot here in Alaska, and I would love to introduce you to some people. If you ever get back here, I will definitely open things up for you all. That would be fantastic. You know, it's all about connections. Who you meet, who you see. You know, make a connection here, make a connection there. We've got a great connection with Eric. If we could make another connection with somebody else, that could mean money in your pocket later down the road. It could lead to a whole new job like we're doing now. So, you know,
I
it's
can't
all
run
about
around
connections.
Alaska in the wintertime.
We have to, maybe this fall or later in the summer, that might be able to be set up. Deborah says, I feel like God is having a hand in all this. God has a hand in all of it all the time. Absolutely. I truly believe that what you put out there in this world comes back to you tenfold. If you're a negative person or a complaining person, you're probably going to have a pretty bad day. But if you're having a bad day, if you can laugh at something, you know, just one time during the day, I truly believe that laughter makes you live longer. If you could be silly and not take things too seriously, it's going to make your life a lot better. And God makes everything right. And sometimes, like we said in the last slide, bad things have to happen on your path in order for something good to be a result of that. That's how I feel. Sometimes you have to go through something bad for something good to happen. Mark Lundy's on here, Sea Farmer. You couldn't be with two better people.
I'm seeing that. I'm seeing it. They're pretty awesome.
Who said that?
Mark Lundy said you couldn't be with two better people.
Hey, Mark. You know,
Don't know about better.
you know, I
Could be
can't,
your baby.
I can't disagree with you, Mark.
Jimmy Hopkins is laughing. Yes, sir, I did rolling lives on my Harley. Oh, he did.
All right, Jimmy.
He did the Hoka
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, but so you know what it's like.
And he did rolling
Yeah,
lives
so you
on
know
the
what
back
it's
of his
like.
Harley.
You know it would kill a normal
It would
man.
kill a normal man. If Jimmy says do a rolling live on your Harley, big boy, I did one crossing the Columbia River in Washington. Love you, brother. Well, if I would ever know how to mount my phone right, we're actually using Robbie's mount.
Yep.
I'm not holding it with my hand that you guys always have to put
Yep.
up with. We're hands-free. And I'm
It's
getting one of
actually-
those. I'm going to your channel. I'm going to your description, and I'm going to
Got that one on Amazon. I picked that up off my points at a Lowe's truck stop.
In a Love's truck
Like
stop.
12
It's just a
bucks.
suction cup that holds your phone.
Yeah,
I'm
with the
sure
two
you've
little
seen them.
clamps that come out like
Well,
so.
I did not think of
Yeah.
that earlier.
It was, I just went in, I grabbed the cheapest one that the Lowe's had that I could pay for with my points, and I've had that thing for
It works great. It's
Yeah.
nice and steady. I love it. It's not all shaky.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have to look and see because I'm really impressed. Even in my truck, it's got a little wobble. Must be that Ford ride quality.
Yeah, it's
Don't
the
tell anybody I
Ford.
said that.
Oh, let me ask you guys right now. I know it's going to be later in the comments when I get to them because I'm so far behind. But trying this out right now with that mount on the phone,
Yeah.
where you're looking at us, it's really good and steady. But the overall ambient audio is just coming out of the phone. We don't have mics on, and that's usually how I roll. I just whip out my phone. No fancy equipment. We do our talk, we do our video, whatever. I'm always concerned about that outside road noise while we're talking. If you guys think that you can hear us just fine, let me know if that would be worth investing instead of trying to hold it closer with my hand, because I would love to do it like that as long as it wasn't too much irritating road noise in the background. Blue Thunder said thank you. I'm going to get back to the comments, Robbie. Corey's on here. Corey Pattern, hello from Joplin Petro. Hey, Corey, how are you doing at the Joplin Petro? You know, the Joplin's where that big tornado hit. It wiped out a lot of that town.
That is one of my regular stops. I hit it every time I come
Yep,
through.
I think a lot of us that run through here stop at Joplin.
Yeah.
We also have a good Sturgis friend that lives there in Joplin. Joshua said, I tell you what, Smoking Better says it's never been there before. I tell what Smoking Better says it's never been there before. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Joshua, because we've yammered way too much to know what that is a response to. Sorry, Joshua. Blue Line Express Transport. Hello, everyone. Glad you were on your way home. Hey, thank you, Blue Line Express. We appreciate that. And welcome to our live show. We appreciate it. Gator FPV. Gator, I talked to you earlier. You commented on one of our videos. And the comment that you made, I read that aloud to these boys here. And we were talking about Great Americans. You've heard us talking about Great Americans on the live tonight, and that was all due to your comment. There are sometimes I get comments underneath my videos that blow us away. I mean, this is why we do it, for that one comment or that 10 comments that we got underneath there that said, man, you know, you just made us feel great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gator. Robbie, are you with me here on the comments? Where next is TJ?
I'm trying, but I see them up here, and then I scroll down to look, and
it's hard to keep
it
up
is.
with
It is very hard.
I tell you what, can you scroll until you see Corey? Because that's a big green C.
Okay.
And then we've got I'm just trying to get one of those little round dots to be more recognizable because they're minute, those little round dots, while we're looking at them. And then we're 2 comments underneath Corey, Joshua, Blue Line Express, and the Gator FPV.
All right, I see it.
All right, now we're on to TJ. All 3 of you are amazing. Sorry. You know, I'm 55, but I never had any children, so that's why I act like I'm 12. I apologize for that. If you want me to stop and act all old, then I will. But for right now, we're
for a boring trip.
We're amazing. And you know what? Mr. Bones don't care. He doesn't care at all. You know why? He's dead. All right, Mr. Bones, you just sit back there and mind your own business.
Somebody was asking about him. I saw on here earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones back here with me in the back seat.
Yeah.
Because we have like some apparatus or something sitting up there from our last night. Shannon's on here. I would do it all over again if needed. That's when we were talking about how Shannon helped our friend up there in Elkhart. Yes, we know you would do it all over again. And if we called you right now and needed you, you'd be down here in a minute. We know that's that kind of person. Shannon is that kind of person.
Now, this next one right here. Now, I don't drink a lot, but it has happened where he has gotten a couple of drunk phone calls early in the morning. because the time zone change and everything. Warren is awesome, and I don't know why, but if I start drinking and want to talk trucks, I call Warren, and it says he's right here behind us chasing us. He's almost there at Oklahoma.
Where are we? Is he behind us? Warren?
I'm not 100% sure.
What, are we in Oklahoma?
We're in Oklahoma, yeah.
We're in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
He's
so
behind us.
he can't be too far
He
behind.
can't be too far because we are going slow as molasses. With
One
this.
thing I haven't Warren in forever.
Oh, we got a phone call.
I
Is
haven't
that
called
something you
Warren
need to
in
take?
forever,
Because
but
if it's business, we drop everything.
well, it was your phone and your phone call, but I just went ahead and got
Oh,
rid of
yeah,
it.
get rid of it. You know, if
But,
you call me while I'm doing a live,
yeah, that's what
unless
I
it's my dispatcher or the company call
Right,
or
yeah.
business or an emergency,
Right.
I'm probably
Yeah, Warren's really good
catch you
people,
guys
man. He's
after this.
He was one of the first people that I really got to talking to about the trucks and stuff. He's got a truck just like mine, but a dually that had been nothing but a pain in the butt to him since the day he bought it, and I'd give anything to see him get that truck back on the road.
Hey,
But,
Jeff, remember we kept saying who's Jeep 1367?
Yeah.
That's Mark Lundy.
Oh, okay.
All right, awesome. So now sometimes we don't know what your call name is. We know who you are, but we don't know when it comes up Jeep
Hey,
1367.
look at there.
We're not sure.
yeah,
That place looks fun.
Oh,
It
there's a
does.
indoor water park.
yep.
Hey, you want to go have the fun side of RV transport right now? We'll whip this thing around and go to the indoor water park.
I would have to do the video and all that. I'm not getting in the water.
Arch Stanton is on here. Hey, from SLC, Utah. Awesome. Hey, Arch, how are you doing?
Hey, Arch.
That's pretty cool. We've got Utah. Utah is one of my favorite states in the whole world. Absolutely. Chris is on here. I'm about to get into a fight. We'll check in if I win with Rip, his dog.
You're gonna lose, Chris.
You're going to lose, Chris. Jimmy Freeman. Yeah, just like it looks. Absolutely. That's who Jimmy is. I thought that was you, Jimmy Freeman. RV Outlaws. Scott and Tabitha, how are you doing? I do miss those instant classics, though, but this is an instant classic of a different nature. You know, our first lives were a disaster, but they were classic disasters. I think that's what got people hooked on our lives. And we don't do a whole lot of, you know, because it's just a time thing. We're going to try and start doing more of them. Well, we've done 2 in the last 2 days, so we're on a roll. Let's just do it live
when we
every
first
day.
started doing lives, they were disasters.
Disasters. Remember, guys, on the Halloween live when we dropped all the syrup in the hole of despair?
Yeah.
It's still there. Let's see. TG says, not sure which company to lease on with. Congrats, Jeff, on the new gig. Congrats on the live. Thank you, TG. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure which company to lease with either.
Things are really iffy and weird in Indiana right now. Synergy always treated us good, but do check around. The rates are all over the board right now. So Synergy was a good company that we felt like treated us very well.
You know, Synergy.
We had no problem with Synergy whatsoever.
Synergy treated me great.
And we're welcomed back there at any time. We're just trying this new opportunity
Yep,
out
I
right now.
just had an opportunity with these Airstreams I couldn't pass up.
So, you know, all I can tell you to do is research, talk to actual drivers who have actually worked for those different companies, and they can give you the lowdown, you know, pay and how they treat their drivers, and, you know, your relationship with your dispatcher and communication is number one. And no matter what company you go with, you've got to have some type of be able to communicate with you and your dispatcher.
Yeah, if you're just a number, you don't want to be there.
Let's see. Gator said, hey guys, happy that you're heading home. We're all praying for you. Amazing American patriots. Hey, we love America, and, you know, we love our fellow Americans.
I can say this. I can think of no better compliment.
No, that's a great compliment. Thank you, Gator. Hey, our buddy Chris Wall is on here.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, Chris. Hey, say hi to Lynn for us. Hey, Lynn.
And how's them grandkids?
Probably the best that Chevy has ever run, been moved by that power stroke. Hey, we are pulling that
Definitely the
Chevy
best
home.
that's ran in the past 4 days, that's for sure.
You know, we all give you guys guff about, you know, Dodge versus
I gotta
Chevy
say
versus
something about
Ford.
Chris since he's on here.
Yeah.
Chris, you're spoiling those girls.
You're spoiling those girls. And all girls should be spoiled,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
want to, Robbie. Bill from
If
Bill.
you're not going to be home tonight, remember tomorrow is May 4th. So may the 4th be with you. That's pretty good.
So Bill Jensen, that is so clever.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, it's
Tomorrow is
classic.
May 4th, so may the 4th be with
Yeah,
you.
That's classic.
Absolutely. Diane McKay said, are we up to 98? We had gotten up to 98? All right, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Thurman Marshall, I'm watching it and rolling. You know, that helps us so much. Thank you, Thurman. If you guys could just listen to this while you're rolling, even if you want to just put it on and not listen to us if you're tired of us blathering on.
Hey, we're making it and rolling.
We're actually doing
You can watch it and roll.
Yeah, anybody can watch it and roll, but try making a live while rolling. Slow Momentum's on here. Hey, BJ, how are you doing? Oh, well, Keith, too, but, you know, BJ's my girl. Hey, guys.
Yeah, thanks for getting on there, man.
Ooh, he called me a queen. Did you hear that? He called me a queen.
You are the queen.
I am the queen of mayhem.
The queen of mayhem.
Joshua said, I know. Hey, Cheryl, tell Blue Thunder if he goes, call LKQ. Hey, Blue Thunder, if you're listening, LKQ. He might find one fairly cheap.
Yep, and Blue Thunder, I've been trying to get a hold of my guy. I've had zero luck.
But we'll be home. We're going to try and get hold of him. Deborah Vessel, I can only imagine how I would have felt if I broke down in the middle of the desert. Hundreds of miles away from home. I would be bawling like a mess. Y'all have made the best of a bad situation.
So you were basically will be in the same shape that Sea Farmer was.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was bawling
When I got there,
crying.
yeah, he was just balled up crying.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do. You know,
Yeah,
we got there, he dropped to his knees, you know, started doing the bowing motion.
Yeah.
Oh, the Transport Bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
exactly
was
what
it.
happened, right?
It was embarrassing.
That's the story. Let's just go with that story. Nobody will know any different, right?
Shoot. They're saving my butt. I'm going to let them tell it however they want to.
Hey, look who's on here. Hook 'em hollers. Hey, Greg. Hey, Allie. How are you doing? Again, we gave a shout out to everybody who donated, so thank you again. Hook 'em hollers, we just recently met. He's a fantastic guy. He needs to start a YouTube channel. He's already got the merch, for Pete's sakes. Hook 'em hollers on his hat and his shirt.
You know, he is a great guy,
He's a great
especially when he's sleeping.
Oh, there
We
you
had
go.
dinner at Cracker Barrel with them, and they were fantastic, and
Yep.
we've been in contact ever since, so thank you, Hookem. Jeff May, I have a 2017 version of your truck, Sea Farmer. Would love to have your number.
Shoot me a message on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, send me an email. The link's in the description of the link to my Instagram is in the description of most of my videos. And if you don't have Instagram, just shoot me an email. It's in there too. And yeah, I don't have a problem, especially, you know, if I get 2 or 3 different people that say, hey, can you give me a call? And there's one person who's broke down, that person who's broke down or having issues takes priority. You know, I try to get back with them first, but I will definitely try to. I don't have a problem.
Hey, Jeff, can you smile for the camera? Can you show them those pearly white Mexican teeth and them dimples? Look at them pearly white Mexican teeth and them dimples. You know, you guys know and watch that video where Jeff had his entire mouth done in Mexico, right? That was crazy.
Whole mouth reconstruction.
Whole mouth reconstruction in Mexico 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Nolan Elliott said he can't see the dimples for the white teeth because they're blinding. Yay! You thought he was handsome before. Look at him now.
Let me tell you, man, I can buzz through some steak now.
He came. And we proved that at the casino last night. We all had ribeye last night.
Good.
You know, I shocked Cheryl this morning.
He did.
We went to breakfast, and she ordered a normal breakfast.
Classic breakfast.
And then I looked at the waitress and I said, and add a 10-ounce sirloin to that.
I was like, what?
It was written right there on the menu.
Add a 10-ounce sirloin.
It was written right there on the menu.
Hey, Big Rig Jeffro is on here. Hey, Big Rig Jeffro, are you rolling down the road? That is such a cool name, Big Rick Jeffo. Hello. And Sabina Vale is on here, Sea Farmer. I like your t-shirt.
No, I'm assuming you're talking about the Fabras t-shirt.
What are you wearing?
I watch Fabras all the time. I buy their merch. I drove out there to see them once, went to the record show. They're great. Really good folks. But yeah, I love my Fabras stuff.
Big Rick Jeffro said, Synergy said they'll hire me once I get my truck. Good job, Big Rick. Awesome. Fantastic. Remember, you know, if you haven't put your application in yet to Synergy, and you still have to put your application, put Transport Bandits down on the referral, or Cheryl Arnold, because I still work at Synergy and can get that referral bonus. So if you apply to Synergy, put Cheryl Arnold or Transport Bandits down. I have that set up so that the Transport Bandits YouTube channel, don't put YouTube, but Transport Bandits, we will get that referral bonus. LVC said, Jeff is an amazing American hero saving America, one transporter at a time.
That's right. That's right.
I hope you heard that, Robin.
I heard that.
Allison Dudley thought, good evening from Cardiff, Wales. Love watching you guys. Hearts made of gold. Allison, that's my cousin from across the pond in Wales. My entire family is Welsh. That's where my heritage comes from. Across the pond in Cardiff, Wales. I went there when I was 12, and Allison is my cousin, and I appreciate her support and her love, and that we have reconnected because of my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.
So everybody out there watching, at least now you know what's wrong with Cheryl.
I'm Welsh. And we travel around, let me say, what are these? With caravans, not campers.
Yeah,
they're caravans.
In
like
a lorry.
Gypsies. In a lorry. And we're going to stop and get us some biscuits before long.
Yeah.
And we'll put them in our boot.
Yeah. He had a fag a little while ago.
All right, that's going too far. Okay, stop it. Stop it, okay? That's too far. Stop it.
I'm just trying to make our relatives feel at home.
I know. Tina said, well, y'all take care. If you're still on here, Tina, or can hear us, but good night, Tina. We love you. Slow Momentum said, y'all smart about that. I just drive. Yes, that's BJ is the ultimate queen of RV transport. Tina said, well, you all take care. I'm about to leave Fairbanks with a Carter boat going to Homer. Oh, she's going to Homer, Alaska with a boat.
Man.
Oh, Homer, Alaska is so beautiful,
Yeah,
and the grizzly bears there, and where her cabin is, and the snow-covered mountains, and the Resurrection Bay, and then you've got the whole. Oh, I don't even want to talk to you, Tina. Go to bed.
You should go back and to our videos and watch that live one from Alaska.
She's about to leave Fairbanks with a charter boat going to Homer. Oh, you get on your boat in Alaska, Tina.
That's awesome. That's something I always wanted to do. I don't care if it's in a big truck, a little truck. I always said I'd never get back in a big truck. I'm dang sure you never going on another. But if I always wanted to go to Alaska, whether I was driving a big truck, little truck, just I want to make the drive, but I'll have to do it for money.
You need to spend some time up there with
Yeah, once you get there, spend some time.
Go in the
go around.
and please do yourself a favor and go fishing.
See, since I've been hanging out with these guys, I did not realize how much they've traveled that's not even been on YouTube. They have been showing me pictures and telling me stories, and I'll tell you what, if someone could take everything that these two have done just since the day they got married and document that and lay it out and edit it, and it'd be one heck of a movie. I'd watch.
We'd have to put everything in fast motion, or it would be a 20-hour-long video of all the places that we've visited. I mean, we've climbed 14,000-foot mountains.
If you go to
We've been on a
Alaska,
safari in Africa.
If you go to Alaska, you need to make it a point to go fishing.
Go fishing in Alaska.
Absolutely.
He caught salmon in
But
Alaska.
they don't remember this. They don't go fishing in Alaska.
They go
catching.
They go catching.
Yeah.
They don't fish. They catch.
That sounds pretty optimistic. We're not going to try. We're going to do it.
I'm telling you, it was that easy. Robert Club says, where is Mr. Bones? Robert, if you're still on here, there's your guy right there.
Yeah.
There he is. Say hi to Mr. Bones, everybody. He's out. He's wandered around the truck free. He's not strapped into the dash anymore. Oh, look at his hat. Oh my goodness. He's back here sleeping with his hat over his face. There he is right there. Mr. Bones. Frankie Brown is on here. Hey guys, safe travels. And Robbie, I'm doing some research as well, watching videos while heading to Selma, Alabama.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Frankie, for watching those videos.
Thank you, Frankie.
Casey Hogan is on here. Casey Hogan?
Cassie Hogan.
Cassie Hogan.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is that the Cassie?
That's her.
That's her?
No, it was Cassie or Casey.
No.
Austin.
That's my Cassie.
That's
your
Cassie.
Cassie.
That's my Cassie.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cassie, hey Robbie, you good-looking man. Want me to save you some meatloaf?
I'm pretty sure that you've already went to sleep, but just in case you are still on here, thank you so much.
Yay! Yes, Cassie, save him some meatloaf. He needs some meatloaf.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having
I
some
couldn't wait.
meatloaf.
I couldn't wait to get there.
I'm
I
glad
saw it
you've
pop
already
up up here.
responded to
Yeah.
yes, Kathy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm about ready to dig in them pork chops you keep claiming you got back
He
there.
says he's got pork chops.
They're
We
back
haven't
there.
actually
They're
seen
really
the
good.
pork chops.
Yeah.
We're not sure if they're imaginary pork chops.
And that's something else. I'm gonna have to get on there how I wired that up. He was asking me earlier about it. So that we're going down the road and he's got his switch flip for the auxiliary to charge a battery, and I have it charging my batteries in the truck with the ignition on, so my deep freeze and my refrigerator stays cold. So yeah, and with David's truck I did the same thing because I didn't want his batteries to go down that long ride home, and I didn't want his food to go bad and all that stuff. So it's not hard at all. It's super simple.
Hey, Truck Wizard said, I find it best to call between the hours of 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Good luck with that with us.
Me too.
Yeah, good luck with
Be hit or miss. I'll either be up and wide awake
That's
and
the
running
time I'm
hard,
up anyway.
or end up on the way me up. And have 90% of the time it's on silent. If I catch your phone call, chances are it's because I looked down and saw that it was lit up, not because I heard it ringing.
Hey, Shannon said he's working on that, Jeffro. See Farmer as soon as he gets his truck done. So, Jeffro, Shannon's you're in good hands if Shannon is working on that truck. You couldn't be in better hands if Shannon is working on that truck. See Farmer.
Yeah, is he working on a truck or is he working on a signal?
Do what?
What's he working on?
No, Big Jeffro, Big Rig Jeffro, is
Yeah.
having his truck worked on. I think that's what that was.
Oh,
he
yeah,
said.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Shannon came back and he said he's working on that, Jeffro. I think, if that's what I'm reading correctly.
Okay, yep, all right.
TG, Robbie, I met Jeff and Cheryl in Utah getting fuel. They both filled up and then came over to help me out. I remember that. How are you doing? Yeah, I remember. I mean, we meet a lot of people out on the road.
Oh yeah.
You know, but they're in Utah. I remember that. That was so cool. Thank you, TJ, for jumping on our live tonight. We really appreciate that. How you doing out there? Warren, I hear and see you fine. Chris says, checking back in. I won the fight. I threw the guy some food. You know, throw him a dog bone and you'll win the fight every time.
It always works for Cheryl.
Yeah, exactly. Here, boy, here's your Pringles. Look, boy, here, boy, Pringles. All the Pringles.
Steak works a lot better.
And Chris said it was me. I didn't hit the like button. Chris, I'm never speaking to you again. Carol's on here. Hey, Carol. Hey, Barry. How are you doing? And again, I thank you for the donation the other night. Again, at the beginning of this video, I put out a shout out and read all the names of everybody who donated to help buy us steel. Thank you so much, Carol. She says, glad to see y'all are well and on your way and praying for the best. Thank you, Carol, so much. If as long as you have your hearing aids in, because we pick on Carol about being elderly. She's like younger than us. Let's see, now we're at slow momentum. Hey, Chris James. Brian Anderson said, I didn't realize that would help, but starting tonight, I'm going to alternate y'all's channel, letting it play when I go to bed.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
That's all.
There's so many things about how YouTube works that I never realized that. But if you let our videos play while you're doing something else and you just put it on silent so it's not bothering you, it helps us. It helps us show, because we have like watch time, and it
Interaction and
counts
watch
for
hours.
whoever's 15 minutes of watch time
And
might
you know
earn
what?
us $1. So
When he falls asleep, I hope he accidentally leaves my channel on.
accidentally leaves our channel. Okay, thank you, Brian. We appreciate that. Chris James, what is going on, Slow Momentum? When are you going to do some lives? Slow Momentum, when are you going to do some lives? I think Slow Momentum was just on live. Like, literally, just a little while ago. Slow Momentum says, I'm rusty. Hey, Kevin Williams, how are you doing? Sea Farmer, glad things are working out. We'll still pray for you. Please don't stop the prayers. Just because we're rolling doesn't mean we're home yet. We never take that for granted.
Right.
We are not sitting on our couch in total safety conditions. So we are still on the road with a truck that has a little bit of sway going on back there. So, and we've still got to go through Nashville and Memphis and all that. So we've got some cities to go through, and you never know what can happen on the road. So prayers every day, all the time.
But it is towing pretty
It's
good right
good.
now.
It's towing a lot
It
better
seems to
now.
be. It's a whole lot better than it was yesterday. It seems like.
Kevin said, all three of you are great people, and he put that in caps.
That's awesome.
Thank you for
Thank you,
thinking that
Kevin.
we're great
All
people.
right, can you print that off?
I can print that off and frame it and put it on our refrigerator.
Thank you.
How's that?
Thank you.
All right, I may just go through and put all these people on our refrigerator. Gator said everything looks and sounds perfect. Outside noise isn't a factor. Thank you for the feedback, Gator, because you know I'm so concerned about when I'm editing these. I hear that grumbling, and I wonder if you guys are like, I can't stand to listen to this.
And I,
Hey, tractors.
Oh, he's like a dog with squirrels. He just saw tractors.
I love tractors.
That's okay.
I remember when I started, I used to have my phone up, and man, I would hate even editing. You know, it was one of the best things I did was got the mic, but this seems to be working really good right here.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback, Gator.
Absolutely.
And Chris said, what road noise? Perfect. Thank you, Chris, for that feedback. Warren Gross says it sounds fine. Thank you, Warren.
Okay, everybody, excuse me a moment.
Wait, hold on. Brian Anderson also said the audio is fine. I'm so happy for that feedback. Thank you so much. I just need to hear from you guys as we're doing it, if it's great. Because when I'm editing those videos, it drives me crazy. And if you guys are thinking, oh, this is awful. Yes, go ahead. What did you need to say, honey?
There's the moon.
The
There's the
moon.
moon. It is.
It's still like, well, here's the sun. You guys see the sun on my,
It's up there.
you know, I shed worse than a golden retriever, you know, but you know, you can see this damaged hair. There's the sun right there. Jay Evans 90 is on here. He's a regular of ours. A little bit of road noise, but I can hear you guys fine. Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you.
Big Rick Jeffro, I hear you loud and clear. Thank you for that feedback. Feedback. Thank you for the feedback. I would like a feedback right now. Jimmy says, you all sound like I'm sitting there in the truck. Perfect. That's what we want.
You know, this live is really about giving you guys an update how we're doing.
Yeah,
Right.
we just wanted to give you an update that we're fine. We got his unit. Diane and Scott McKay came to pick up his unit that morning. And, you know, we've got his truck. We're towing his truck right now. Diane says, we hear you loud and clear. Get you a mount and a selfie stick. Oh, Diane said, do you have a selfie stick? And I'm like, I'm not that technical. Selfie stick is like, what, $4 in Walmart?
Look, if she had a selfie stick,
It's just one more thing we got to put in the truck.
no, if she had one, she would beat me with it.
Bam, bam. Oh, yeah, you might fear the selfie stick.
Jeff May, if you're still on here, I got your email, so I will. I'll get with you whenever I get home. I will definitely remember to get with you after I get home.
If I skip down, hold on. You know, just the least little thing with your finger, man. You've lost the comment. Blue Thunder, Robbie, you and the Bandits are on the big screen tonight. That's
I'm
so
telling you.
weird. Doesn't that feel weird? I get picked.
It
I
does.
have good friends that or subscribers, and Robbie, you do too.
Yep.
somebody send you a picture where you're on the big, like on your big
Right.
screen TV, watching
Yeah,
this on the
that's
big
weird.
screen TV, like we're some kind of movie stars or something.
And then when you go to someone's house, like when me and David got there to drop his truck off, and we walked in and sat down, and I could hear my voice talking in the background, and I looked up, and I'm up. I mean, it's not weird in a bad way. It's just it just takes some getting used to.
No, I think we're gonna get so big that the
Hey, crop duster.
Oh, I like that. Listen, we're going to get so huge that the History Channel is going to call us and ask us to become Transport Bandits and Sea Farmer.
Oh, no,
We're going to be like Deadliest
I
Cats.
think we're gonna get dusted.
We may get
Oh yeah.
dusted by the crop.
Charlotte
duster.
got 2 or 3 texts. What are they?
I'll have to check that out on your phone.
It
sweetheart.
may be important.
It may be. And I don't have to forget your phone.
Maybe something about
Hold
our
on, we
life.
may have an emergency. Let's check what those
It may
texts
be
are.
about our life.
Somebody said, oh, it's TJ. He's awesome job on the live. Thank you. What? That's too cool. All right. This first, TJ. I'm going to show. Is it okay if I'm not going to ask your permission because I have to show this. This is too darn cool. All right, guys. Do you see this? This is TJ. This is where he's parked at. Can you see where his truck is parked next to that cool plane? How cool is that? And what a great photo. What a great photo of your truck with that Air Force plane. That's awesome. Beautiful day there.
Uh-oh. I started
All right,
walking
all right.
and
All right, guys, where are we with everybody? Thank you guys for hanging on so long. You know, we need to wrap this up, I'm supposing, but I'm having a lot of fun. We're just rolling down the road. You're helping us pass the time.
Well, I'm starting to think about the steak.
You're starting to think about steak? Well, we've passed the big Texan already, so what are you going to do now? Corey Patton said, I broke down in Joplin. I was going up to grab a trailer, but nope, not today. Laugh out loud. Oh, let's go to Corey's rescue. Let's all go.
and I'm busted, but if there's anything I can do, my
Okay.
email or Instagram.
I see what your evil ploy is. Everybody start texting us saying, I broke down, come to our
Yeah.
rescue. And we'll be right there.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Seriously,
Corey,
let me know
somebody
if
on
I can
here
do.
We'll be
gonna-
to your rescue.
is going to step up and come help you.
Absolutely. Wyatt. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on just a moment. I need to take a technical difficulties break, a commercial break. Robbie, I need you to plug in my computer plug, take the phone plug out of the charger, and it can just dangle.
Gotcha.
And the thicker cord that goes to my computer plugs
Gotcha.
right in there to our dash, because it says my battery's going to go out, and then I won't be able to see all these people's lovely comments.
There you go.
Thank you, manservant.
Yeah, you still
Oh, yeah.
Manservant, thank you for.
Yes, ma'am.
How are we up there on battery?
47%.
Yeah, we're good. Wyatt says, finally got the coolant hose off. That was in my way. Now I can hopefully get this part off and get it changed. Good luck, Wyatt. He's up there working on his truck right now. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance is the key. This is our home. This is our office. This is our way of life. Right now, Robbie's way of life is down and out. You need to help him out however you can. Watch his YouTube videos. If you buy anything on Amazon,
Yep.
remember we told you earlier, and I'm going to put it out there again. If you buy anything on Amazon, if you will go to Sea Farmer's webpage, drop down, click on any one of his links underneath his YouTube videos. It's going to take you to a product in Amazon. It may be a tire, or it may be a jack or something like that. Don't worry about it. Click on that jack. Then, because we drove people to go to Amazon, he gets a little percentage
Yeah, and it doesn't
of
matter.
whatever you buy, like 2 or 3 cents on whatever you decide to buy. So
And it doesn't matter what it is. If
It
you
doesn't
click
matter
the
what it
link,
is.
if you click the link in the description of anything that takes you to Amazon, and go up in the search bar, type in whatever you're actually looking for, and and to get in the description, I get a lot of questions about that. How do I get into the description? You click on the title of the video, and it takes you to the description.
Click on the title of the video, And then you're going to see like a lengthy, like where we did the description and stuff for YouTube. And then some links will come up, or whatever we have to say will come up. Those links are under, when you click on the title of the video, right underneath the video.
Yeah.
And if you click on one of those links and go to Amazon and then buy whatever you need, we get like a penny or two off of that. So thank you.
And that's great. Or just keep clicking like and sharing the videos and clicking the like button on them and letting them play out. And that
helps too. Just let our videos
that helps
play.
a ton. That helps a ton.
MVT said, what's the MPG looking like pulling that truck, Jeff?
14 and a half.
14 and a half, but earlier I've been paying attention to it, and it's set on 15
We
the
had
majority of the
15
day.
earlier.
I don't know if maybe
Set on
we're
15
catching-
and a half for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it's the terrain that started going up and down more or what.
Or
But it,
the wind may have changed a little
All right,
bit.
It
so
could
this is Windy, the Windy app. If you got, can you guys see that? Oh, wait, that might be. Oh. This is the Windy app. Is it going to come up? It might have too much reflection in it. Wait till it comes up. It might not have enough signal to.
no, it just
Did it time out?
no, it's coming.
Just got to give it a minute. There it is. It's coming up. It's going to tell us exactly what the wind is and what direction it's coming from, and how fast the wind is blowing.
Yeah, I don't think it ever came.
Did it come up yet? And where you're at?
Location and all.
And it's exactly where you're at, but it'll take a minute. Sometimes it takes it a minute for it to think. I'll show
I'm
you.
guessing we got between an 8 and 13 mile an hour wind.
It's still working on it. Blue Thunder, hey David. Yes, I'm curious on fuel mileage too. We got like 15 pulling my dually. We had 15 early. We had 15.1. It may have been because the wind has changed a little bit of direction.
I
right
had
now.
16 for a while.
Yeah, and then when I pulled David's truck back, remember I'm pulling his truck, my short wheelbase 3/4 ton, pulling his long wheelbase 1 ton, and decked out with all of his transport stuff. And I could do like 14 and a half if we stayed around 60 miles an hour. But and if I got up to 70 mile an hour, I think we got like 12 and 13.
Oh yeah, well I sped up.
Yeah,
All right, that fuel
that may
mileage.
be.
Let
Yeah,
me add a little something in on
yeah,
that. Man, the fuel mileage has so many variables. The
absolutely.
wind, the weight, the terrain, is it up and is it downhill, and quality of fuel.
Right.
Quality of fuel and how much fuel you have in your tank. I mean, even that bit of weight makes a difference.
Absolutely.
You know. All right, so Robbie.
I got lost, so you may have to read it.
Okay, if you can
Oh, here we
find
go.
the green M, we're on Blue Thunder.
Yep, I see.
David.
Yeah.
Blue Thunder says, I'm curious on fuel mileage too, but then he says, Robbie, I'm curious about if it's better to ride in the Ford or pull the Ford.
I would rather be driving my truck, but this is perfect for the day. This is
For the
and
time being, this is
Right.
good, working out good for
like
us.
someone else said, they said that's probably the best that truck's ever run being pulled by this Ford. It's definitely the best it's ran in the last 4 days, no doubt.
All right, so Dylan Duncan's on here. Hey, Dylan.
Hey Dylan.
Southbound on I-57 in Illinois, headed to Texas with a horse trailer. Hope y'all have an awesome trip home. I'd say Charmer is ready to be home. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, he corrected after that. Sea Farmer, yeah.
Sea Farmer.
Yes, sir. I enjoy
Charmer.
pulling the horse trailers, man. I always seem to get really good fuel mileage with them. And they rode good, except for the really big ones. They were a little bit too much for my own truck. I
My
think.
buddy Dennis said he gets good fuel
Oh,
mileage.
yeah. Yeah, and they, like I said, they
Those
pull
horse
really
trailers,
good. Yeah.
I get good fuel mileage with those boats I'm pulling.
Hey, our Alan, Alaska Alan, says the RV show at my farm. That he's bringing that up because we are going to be discussing it. We are going to be thinking about it. Maybe we'll try to come up with, see if we can work out something to do an RV truck show, a meet and greet, other fellow
Alan's farm?
YouTubers at Alan's farm.
We
Maybe
may
when
be-
it cools off, and maybe
you know
not during
what?
the heat of the summer. Maybe
And
we'll
it may
let
just,
off.
It may just be us and Al there.
Yeah, it'd just be.
And that's fine, because I'll go to Shady Maple.
And if you want to drop, we'll say we're going to be here on this date, and if you want to drop by, you can hang with us for a little bit, and then we'll all go to Shady Maple and eat a smorgasbord.
And I'll tell you one thing that I have noticed about just sitting here that kind of got in my head a minute ago about the Ford thing. This Ford has definitely got a lot more room than my Chevy's got in. Now, I'm still a Chevy guy all the way through and through, but I mean, to me, you pick what you're comfortable with. To me, they're all made in Taiwan anymore. It really doesn't matter.
I want you to notice how much headroom Jeff has between his hat. That is one of the reasons that we like this Ford, is because we have an amazing amount of room.
And their bikes.
I'm sitting up in the back seat on our bed, and I still have. We have what? Our bed is level with the console right here.
Right.
So our bed comes up level with the console. I'm completely sitting up. I'm not hitting my head anywhere. We both can lay down. I felt like there was just a little more room in a Ford than a Dodge, and this has been very comfortable truck for us. It's just been very comfortable.
You know, which one has the best engine? They're all good. All big three.
If you get a good one, you get a good one. If you get a bad one, I know people with trucks just like, I feel like I got really good service out of my truck at 500,000 miles, but I know some people who's had some straight up lemons. I know people who have had Fords with 300,000-400,000 miles and not turned the bolt on. You know, to me, you buy what you like, because in the event that you buy something you have issues, you don't want to be looking at a truck that you hate sitting in the shop you're making payments on and paying repair bills. That's my outlook on it.
Yep, my opinion would be buy one of the big three.
Yep.
And just go test drive them and get the one that fits you.
That's it.
You get the one that is comfortable for you.
Because they all have their issues.
Your comfort is key.
Right. And do your research on the years, because I know there's certain years of the GMs that don't have they have issues. There's certain years of the Fords that, like, I mean, I almost said something, but I ain't gonna pick on any one, but I will too. I did not care for a 604. It was the fastest diesel pickup I've ever driven right out of the box until they break. I didn't care for the 6.0 in my
Well, you know, with the Fords that we have right now, we have that CP4 issue that was going around.
There's like maybe 1 or 2 years there where Ford used ceramic ball bearings in their turbo. You got to do some research on that. You don't want one of those here.
Right. But, you know, like I say, buy something you're going to be comfortable in. Buy something that fits you. I don't recommend, unless you just got more money, then you can know what to do with. I don't recommend anybody going to buy a new truck.
We really never recommend, especially if you're going to do this job, you're going to put 200,000 miles on your truck in just 2 years. So buying a brand new truck, you can't keep it that spiffy. It's going to lose all of its value. It's going to be your work truck. It's going to be your home. So, you know, it's best to look around for something that's already good and broken in, that you know is going to be reliable, because you can buy a brand new truck and it still turn out to be a lemon.
Right. We were talking about earlier about when Cheryl drives the motorhomes across country, and then it gets there and it's got 2,000 miles on it. Well, in my experience, if I go up to a dealer and I look at it and I'm thinking, man, that's a brand new unit, I really wish it had 0 miles on it, buying a brand new unit. But the way things are made nowadays, I think, hey, at least it made it 2,000 miles. I've got a good shot with this one. You know,
we need to get back to these comments, Robbie.
I know. I'm long-winded.
Big Rig Jeffro. Cheryl, are you still with Synergy? I used you as a reference. Yes, I am still with Synergy. So again, if you use me as a reference, I am here for you. If you want to private message me or text me or anything like that, if you have any questions about Synergy.
Cheryl, you need to write their name down.
Yeah, I will. Big Rig Jeffro. I don't know what your first and last name is, but if you would private message me, it would be much appreciated, because then I can keep it in my notes, because Synergy doesn't let me know who has put my name down or Transport Bandits down as a reference. So I have to know their name, and then I have to check up on you, or you guys let me know. Once you get hired on and you get your first 5,000 safely loaded miles on, we'll get a bonus. So you have to do all of that, And so if I don't have a name, I don't know. And they don't offer it to me freely. I have to find out about it and go to them and say, this person put my name down. And I think that's wrong. I think that if you put your name down, they should automatically say, hey, Big Rig Jeffro, put your name down. Keep a track of him and see if he needs any help or questions or help him out with Synergy. So thank you, Big Rig Jeffro. Yes, I am still with Synergy and I would still get your bonus. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We're here for you. If you have any questions about how Synergy works, driving around is laughing. Driving around with dimples, keep his eyes on the road. Oh, that's where I was showing them your new Mexican tea. Show them those new Mexican tea. Andale, arriba! Chris says he needs a mega cab. I have about 6 inches of bed space. 6 inches of bed space? You mean head space? Mark Lund, I'm retired now. If you're ever in a bind and need help, just let me know. You know I will help if I can. You already helped us out, Mark. Remember back on our other live that we did? You were fantastic. And you know, that's why we wanted your number, because we know what kind of friend you are. You're that kind of friend. Driving around said Bones needs some meat on him. No, that would get pretty stinky after a while.
Bones, man, he don't care.
He don't care.
You know why.
The Big Rig Jeffro, I'm buying an F350, had it built, waiting for it to get to the dealership, then I'll be buying it. Synergy says they're going to hire me once I have it and I get it all set up. Fantastic. Okay, so now I understand. Shannon's not working on your truck, but Shannon will get your truck all ready for orientation as soon as you get it there. And that is fantastic. And even though we were saying, like, I don't recommend you buying a new truck, it's not that we wouldn't go out and buy a 2023 Ford right now if we had the money. We're just saying that when you buy a new truck, do it. If you're going to do it for this job, please be expecting that you're going to use it a lot, and it will devalue quickly.
It's going to depreciate quickly, and your warranty's going to run out quickly. I mean, I'm not saying don't go. That's why I said if you've got the money, if you can swing the new truck, you know. But y'all saw Mr. Tennessee. I don't know if everybody knows who he is or not.
Mr. Tennessee also has a YouTube channel.
He does, and he bought that new 2022 Dodge, and it put him in a horrible position.
And like I said, you know, you might get a lemon, or it might be the best truck you've ever had in your life.
Now, that's not knocking the Dodges, because he has a 2018 Dodge, or he had a 2018 Dodge, but 300 some odd thousand miles on it. They never gave him a first minutes issue, and
I've had a couple of Chevrolets and I've had several Dodge Rams, and they were great trucks.
Yeah, and if you get it going, you get it going. If you, I don't know. With doing this job, you run the miles out so fast in the warranty. But if you can, like I say, if you
can do your maintenance.
Definitely do your maintenance.
You can't stress that enough. Make sure you're rotating those tires, changing the oil filters, changing the fuel filters, changing your oil. You know, just do all of your routine maintenance every single time you need to do it. I mean,
flushing the transmission, changing the front and rear end grease, and don't forget your transfer case.
And one thing that I'm against on the newer trucks, the newer the trucks are, and I didn't realize this until I bought that while. The newer they are, the harder they are to get into. The harder they are to work on yourself, and I do like doing my stuff myself. And especially that truck's not deleted, and if you did want to delete that truck, they made it horrible to do. And the newer the trucks get, the more they're going to lock us out of them. They want our trucks to be like our phones. You have to update them, you have to upgrade, pay subscription services, and then update your equipment every so many years. You know, like Grandpa buying a truck back years ago and keeping it his whole life, and it being the one vehicle he ever needed, maybe having 2 trucks in his lifetime, those days are coming to an end. You know, and it doesn't matter which truck you buy. I feel like that is definitely it. They're programming us out of our own stuff. That's why I wouldn't buy your truck than the one I've got now.
Okay, so we want to say congratulations to Big Rig Jeffro for getting hired on with Synergy. We love this job. I hope that you love it too. And if you need any help, hit us up. TJ said, Big Rig, Jeffro, congrats. Shannon's on here. He said the signal is what he was talking about when he said I'm working on
All right,
it.
you get on that signal.
The Shannon signal. Big Rig Jeffrey said, thank you to TJ. Robert Chapman said, tell Farmer to lose on pair of
Robert
glasses.
Chapman. I cannot believe he is watching the live, but I did, but you know, I can't double stack these.
Oh,
And I can't see
look
without
how
these.
cool
and I
he is
can't see
with
without
those
these.
sunglasses.
There you go.
Warren Gross. And I just hit the button when we went over that.
He said, well, good.
Well, good. Dennis Thunderdale. Hey, Dennis, you got hopped on here. Thank you. Hi, folks. Sorry that I'm late to the party. I'm at the Scenic Lookout just outside Pendleton, which is gorgeous, Pendleton, Oregon. I'm sure you know it well. We do. Anyway, thought I'd check in while I was rolling along. Hey, Dennis, I wanted to say thank you to Dennis Thunderdale for the super chat that he gave. That's that little money button that's down below where you chat publicly, where we raised money the other night on our live. It bought us a whole tank of fuel, and at the beginning of this video I said a shout out and told everybody's name of who we wanted to thank personally for donating to help us get that tank of fuel. Thank you so much. Hey Dennis, have a great evening. He's a good friend of ours. Where am I at now? I am at Big Rig Jeffro says, I have tinnitus, so I like the road noise. Can't stand silence. Constant noise is what I like. Jeff has
Amen,
tinnitus.
brother. Amen.
We have to have like the wave sound machine on every night or the TV playing every night because complete silence drives him crazy because he does have that ringing as well. So he feels for you. We are in Diane McKay. When you get to Russellville, Arkansas, you're close to our home. Oh, we're coming through that way. Now, we're not going to be stopping or anything. Well, I don't know.
They've got a,
Huh?
I don't know if I'll be stopping anytime.
I don't know how far we'll make it tonight. We're going to keep driving until we get tired, probably take a few hours nap, and then get up and roll again in the morning. More than likely, that's what will happen. Unless we were riding with Alan Robinson, Alaska Al, when it's Wednesday night, we're 5,000 miles away from Pennsylvania, and he calls his brother and says, I'll be home Saturday morning. We got 3 drivers. Love you, Al. Shannon Gentry said, can't have mine, Chris James. Jeff May said, thanks, Sea Farmer. Take your time with the reply. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, if you haven't heard from him by the weekend, say Saturday sometime, text me and let me know that I may just have a lot going on. But yeah, I don't.
Warren Gross says, I made it to the TA at Sayre, Oklahoma before I ran out of time on the old E-log. Really missing the E-logs with camper pulling.
I bet.
And look at this, Dougie Doo. You came through again, Dougie Doo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So,
he says, did you have to pull drive line to tow, Robbie?
I was really nervous about that, but we didn't pull the drive line. I just put the transfer case in neutral, put the key in. I read the manual. I never read instructions, but I did drag out the owner's manual and transfer case neutral, truck in park, key in the first click to unlock the steering wheel. And like I say, I ran 2 wires from his truck to charge my battery while we're going down the road because I have my freezer stuff plugged in. So,
and thank you again, Dougie Doo, for
absolutely. Thank you for the donation.
Super chat donation. We really appreciate it.
And I'm going to apologize to you guys because I can't talk much. I can't read the comments and stuff because this pulling this truck, it is a little squirrely.
It's a little
So
squirrely.
I got to pay attention to the
Yeah,
road.
the truck goes like this a little bit.
We did stop probably a few hundred miles after we started, and I fired the truck up, put it in gear just to make sure the transmission wasn't hurt. It's fine.
And
So,
you know, if you guys are joining us late, we were giving you an update earlier in this video about how we had a whole lot of sway, dangerous sway in that truck when we first got on the interstate, and it was, we pretty much think that it was because we had the Gen Y hitch, was just giving it too much of a play, too much of a length between the two vehicles.
Yeah, it was putting too much distance between Robbie's truck and our truck.
And we took that off, put the regular hitch on, and it's been doing pretty good ever since then. Dylan Duncan is on here. We might be passing each other in Memphis. If I see you, I'll take a picture and post it on Facebook. Yes!
That would be awesome.
That would be so cool. And tag us in it. Let's see it. When will we be in Memphis?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, Mike's on here. Mr. E.C. Cook. One says, hey guys, just checking in from Elko, Nevada. I love Elko, Nevada. I'm glad you're out that way.
Mike
We
who?
love you, Mike.
Mike who? California Mike?
California Mike. I love you guys.
California Mike.
California Mike. That's it. You know,
Hey,
California
Mike,
Mike's one
you
of our
know.
best friends.
Mike, I'm not going to say what's going on, but you know we are praying for you.
Everybody,
And you know our heart is with you.
you know, if everybody could just send out a little bit of good energy to Mike right now, we would really appreciate it. Just send a prayer, shoot a prayer over for Mike right now. We're not going to say why or anything like that. Just if everybody can keep a little bit of good energy and send that energy over to Mike. If you could just shoot him a little bit of that good energy, we'd appreciate it. Dougie Doo said at Mr. ECV Cook 1, I know Elko quite well. MVT says Transport Bandits Rescue Service,
There you go.
LLC. Transport Bandits to the rescue. Dougie Doo, I like going to the Star to get a filet with garlic in Elko. Did you hear that, Mike? The Star has a filet with garlic. That just sounds yummy right about now.
I'll have to try that out.
Where's that at?
That's in Elko, Nevada. You're not turning the trucks around. Sorry. LVC, Oklahoma City, Texas, De Brazil, all you can eat steakhouse. A what?
Have you ever been there? Texas State Brazil?
No.
It is. And they come
All you
around.
can eat steak.
They have a
Shame on you.
Where is this magical
See,
place?
look what's happening. Look what's happening.
Yeah, where is this magical place?
when you go in, you get a table, they give you a chip. You turn the green up if you want meat, you turn it down if you're finished with the meat, and they come around with the meat on the skewers and they cut you out prime rib and ribeye and all the different kinds of meat.
Is this place really expensive?
$50 a plate, I think.
That ain't too bad. I mean, that's a little
Well,
price.
for all you can eat.
You know, it's like $40 if you eat in a fancier type of restaurant.
Where is this magical place?
Oh, it's in, he says it's in
Oklahoma City, what
Oklahoma
he said.
City. We've already passed Oklahoma. Have we passed Oklahoma City? Let's stop there for supper. Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. We've got to try that out. Dennis said, where are you guys now? We are somewhere in Oklahoma. Jeff, where are we?
Somewhere in Oklahoma.
On I-40,
What's that
somewhere in
say?
Oklahoma. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses.
I-40 close to El Reno, Oklahoma. If we're in El Reno, Oklahoma, we're making killer time. What does this say? This says a mile marker somewhere, don't it?
Yeah, down on the bottom, mile markers. No, that's the mileage. Over there, over this way.
121? Mile marker
Mile marker
121?
121. So if you want to come stalk us, we're at mile marker 121 on I-40 in Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
But we're not going to be here for long. Sorry.
I have a couple of people that, ever since I started YouTube, I've been talking to them off and on, and I keep saying I'm going to stop in and catch them and see them one day, but I have not made it yet.
And you know, we really are, we were talking about that. We have so many people say, hey, if you're ever in Oklahoma City, if you're ever in St. Louis, if you're ever on Vancouver Island, stop by and say hi, stop by and see us, let's have lunch and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just not practical for us to do that. It's not that we're being mean or that we're ignoring you. Please don't ever take it that way. We would love to if we had the time, but we sometimes have a schedule where we've got to make a delivery in a certain amount of time. Or like right now, we have a truck on the back here and this man needs to get home. So we don't have time to just mill you around. So we need to get this guy home so that he can get some of that stress off of him. TG, Mr. Tennessee told me to always use Hot Shot Secret each time filling up to keep fuel lines very clean. What do we use?
Hot Shot Secrets is a good product. I use
Lucas, right?
Yeah, I use hot shot seekers too.
Right.
But,
Mr. Tennessee used Lucas too. He used them both. So.
Yeah, but I use, I'd say most of the time, I use Lucas fuel conditioner.
Right.
Just because it's such a good upper cylinder lubricant.
Right.
And it's a good lubricant for your fuel pump.
I like all the Lucas products. That Lucas DPF
It's
filter
always done
flavor.
us good. And we've
You know,
been using it for 3 years now, Lucas.
When I first bought the truck, my first, the first thing I figured I'd have a problem out of was the emissions. That truck still has the original DPF filter on it, the original SCR on it, all the original. There was somebody on the side of the road with a bicycle. Was I just see that right? Or
Yes, it is.
It was a mirage.
So,
We're all getting
which Lucas product you use for that? The Lucas Deep Clean?
The Lucas DPF cleaner. It's in the big bottle. It's like $70, but I think I started getting some codes about the low flow DPF filter low flow. I think is what it was, and I started putting the Lucas DPF cleaner in, and I had to force a regen on it one night, and you could stand back here. It was sandblasting. You couldn't get in front of the exhaust pipe because of all of the crap coming out of the exhaust. And at that point, I thought, well, it's got to be working. It's knocking that stuff loose from somewhere. And after that, I never have to this day saw another. That was over 100,000 miles ago, and I've still never to this day saw another low flow DPF filter low flow code. So I'm sold on that.
Oh yeah, I love the Lucas products, and I love
Absolutely.
the hot shot seeker.
Yeah.
That's really the only two I use. Once in a while, if I'm in a bind, I'll use power service.
Yeah, I like power service too. But power service to me is just a little harder to get. You can get it at a truck stop. You almost need to buy it for it. You can probably get it at a truck stop, but you're going to pay top dollar.
Yeah, but I don't think it's got quite as good a lubrication as the other two.
I don't either. I think the power service 911, that stuff is amazing in a bind if you gel up or something like that.
Hey guys, we're just rambling. We're just passing the miles. We're sorry if we've gotten caught, we're so far behind on the comments. You guys are just helping us pass the time. We gave you an update at the beginning of this video. I did a shout out to everybody who gave us a super chat and donated towards getting us a tank of fuel. So thank you for that. We're giving you an update of what's all happening here. If you just recently joined us and have not hit that like button, again, go out of the live chat, go back, press that little thumbs up button. That helps us in the YouTube. So I see that right now we've got 60. We had dropped down to 50 something. Now we're back up to 61. So if you haven't already hit that like button, please go back and hit the like button. That helps us. But let's get back to these comments because these people are waiting for us to say their lovely names on the big screen that they're watching at home, watching the Transport Bandits. Like I said, we
And
need to
C Farmer.
and C Farmer. Yeah, he's just.
I'm just over
We're
here.
watching Transport Bandits and C Farmer.
Yeah.
That sounded. What I'm saying is you're on the Transport Bandit channel right now. So we are going to get through some of these comments right now. Jimmy Hopkins said 600,000 miles on my Ford.
That's awesome.
Remember, we gave a shout out to Jimmy. If you heard what's going on with his truck, if you had anything, comments about that, get in touch with us, Jimmy. TJ said, nice, Jimmy. What year and model? Christopher Presley. Hey, guys. Hey, Christopher. How you doing? We haven't seen you in a long time or heard from you. Thank you very much, Christopher. I appreciate seeing you. Dougie Doo said the 6.4 Ford is the worst ever. The 6.0 is the only good if you change out the bad parts.
Yeah, if you
I agree.
do the upgrades on it. Yeah.
Tabitha Oman, that's our RV. You guys are fantastic. Such a safe travels. Tony Edwards said, hey guys, hey Tony.
What's up, Tony?
It was great to talk to you the other day.
I promise I'm gonna call you soon, man. We usually talk, every day, every other day, and I haven't talked to him in a
It's
couple
been
of days.
the same with us. Our
Right.
normal people that we talk with on the phone, like almost on a daily basis, we've just been busy with a lot of other things that are going on. So we're not ignoring you guys. We've just been busy.
All right. Hey, Cheryl,
Yeah.
Robbie,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm turning my big fuel tank on.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Tell me in 45 45 minutes.
Okay, so he's
Check
just
it.
turned the big fuel toggle switch on, which is draining fuel from our big tank. I now go in and
It's
put
pumping fuel.
They got a fancy pump.
What time is it now, Jay?
8:04.
It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
on.
can you believe that we've been on this live for 2 hours?
What?
Yes,
2
that's
hour
enough.
live? That's
That's crazy.
insane. We need to wrap it up. These poor people want to go to bed.
And I'm going to have to go to the
I
bathroom
don't
at
know.
some point in my life.
Yep.
I don't know.
We're gonna let's run out
Is
and
that
get
normal? Is a 2 hour live normal?
a
No,
1
that's
hour
longer
live
than
is
that.
typical. If you a 1.5 hour live is a good solid live.
Okay.
A 2 hour live is insane. I mean, how are these people still watching us after?
Let's
two
stretch
hours?
it.
I know.
Okay, what I was telling you is I put the alarm on so that we don't forget to flip that toggle switch off after he's got to full on his regular tank. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Let's wrap up on these comments. Let's go through them real quickly. Tony Edwards said, "Hey guys, Dennis Robbie is getting great fuel mileage, the best ever.
That's right.
That
If I
he's
can
getting
train
60
it,
miles to the gallon."
you know, we were actually we talked about actually picking up a backhaul on the way back. We could just hook onto my fifth wheel and just let Jeff truck it on down the road. You know, I mean, we're not out of business yet.
That would
Yeah.
make it great.
That would make a great video, especially when we went through the scale house. That would be a really good video.
TG says, "Robbie, if you have to replace the L5P block, can you swap to a 2023 L5P?"
That is a question that I have because, to be honest, I've seen they have made some upgrades to the L5P, a better oil cooler, and just some different things that I like better. You know, after they had the first run that went in like my truck, and then in the 2020s they had bigger. I don't remember what all it is. I know they have a better engine oil cooler, and I have not been terribly happy with the oil cooler on the truck. I'm gonna look into it. I hope so.
Hey, Tony Edwards says, "Thank you, Jeff and Cheryl, for taking care of my bro." Well, don't think it's just yet, because he may be mentally traumatized by riding in this truck with us by the time he makes it home.
And I've only barely started twitching.
Yeah, if he
I've
starts
only
getting that
barely
nervous
started
tick. Yeah.
twitching.
Warren
good.
Gross. Warren Gross says, "If I could have got a shop that was not out to get every dime they could get out of me, and actually would have fixed the transmission first, I would have probably be still delivering campers."
Warren got taken advantage of really, really bad.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a trusted mechanic.
It was a dealership, and
Dealership.
they put him in a horrible bind, and I felt so bad for him.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it's
It
not
was-
surprising.
it was
You've got
bad.
to really kind of know who to go to. Or word of mouth is usually our best source of
Or as I call
distribution.
them, the stealerships.
That's right. That's right. And they didn't fix anything. They charged him an obscene amount of money,
Oh, I'm so
and he didn't
sorry,
even
Warren.
make it home. And the truck was doing the same thing it was when he dropped it.
Oh, Warren, that's awful.
And now the truck's sitting because I mean,
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with I've never done what I'm fitting to on this truck. And I understand that a lot of people, you know, ever since I was a kid, I tear in. You know, if there's something that's broke, I want to know what broke it wrong, you know, so. But I just can't stand the thought of taking it to somebody and then them, all right, you go to a shop, you go to someone like a doctor, anybody, doctor, mechanic, whatever, and you go in, you spend an obscene amount of money with them and find out that they don't work for you. You know, they've not done you right. Then you have to go spend more money with somebody else, see if they're a good fit for you. And then you go do the same thing again. Before you know it, you're broken. You still have the same problem. And I think it's just horrible that there's not. If I come out here to deliver a camper and I scratch one or something, I'm held responsible. And I find it ridiculous that there's not some way that dealership responsible for what they did with him. You know, and other people. I'm sorry, I get a little wound up, but I can't stand seeing people being taken advantage of.
No, you're exactly right, Rob.
Yeah.
But me and you were like in the same situation, but different outlooks. That's Robbie's outlook. My outlook is I'm capable of doing it. I'm just sick of it.
Right.
Yeah, him and his dad had a body
So
shop.
I'll find an independent shop somewhere
Well, you have a trusted mechanic. You've got
We
somebody
have a
that you've
very
been
trusted
going to
mechanic.
for years. Now that's a whole different story.
A diesel tech, that's
But-
top notch.
And that is a really good thing, because if you don't have a trusted mechanic that you've been using for years, then you kind of have to go out. You know, I don't have a family doctor, so if I get sick tomorrow and I have to go to a doctor, and this happened to me not long ago, a few years ago, I spent an obscene amount of money trying to figure out if I had an issue or not, because I had reason to believe I had an issue, medical issue, and I spent an obscene amount of money on something that went away on its own in a year.
How many psychiatrists did you go through?
Man, I would have to read the paperwork.
Okay, Dylan Duncan, I had a LMM 2008 Duramax 3500 dually before the Ram 2500 Cummins I have now. I love that Duramax. I sold it with 370,000 miles. That Duramax would eat this Cummins for lunch.
I hear you, buddy.
Chris James says, good morning, y'all. Yeah, I think we're going to talk to all the way till the morning in this thing. Oops, good evening. Thought it was morning. He dozed off and woke back up. Chris, go back to sleep. Tabitha Oman said, prayers for Mike. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you very much. Send prayers for Mike, please. Doug Potter, howdy from Texas. We just left Texas and now we're traveling through Oklahoma. When we started this life, we were in Texas. Now we're in Oklahoma.
Almost Oklahoma City.
And praying for Mike. Thanks for keeping us updated. Y'all be safe. Hey, Jeep 1367. You are amazing. He's got a super sticker and it's dancing around, and he just donated $20 on Super
wow.
Chat.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jeep 1367.
Thank
And
you.
we know who you are, Jeep 1367. Thank you very much. Jeff, you need to give him a call. I know it's too late tonight to do that in Eastern time, but yeah, we're going to give you a call real soon. We are on our way home if we have 2 minutes. Let's get on. Tony Edwards, nice,
Hey.
Jeff.
Hey, Mark. I'm going to try to be home about a week. How would you like to come over to the house and have some of Ted's barbecue with me?
Yeah,
know?
let's have some of Ted Gentry's barbecue.
You got to know Ted's barbecue. Come on, man.
LVC said only 6 in California. And, you know, we're so behind on comments. What was that rewind to? Only 6 in California. What was that referring to? I'm sorry that we've gotten so behind. I apologize that for LVC. Phil Wild is on here. Hey, Phil. He's a dedicated bandit. Transport Bandits have hearts so big. How do you get them in the truck? Oh,
Well, Phil,
that's going on my refrigerator.
Phil, you know, Phil, it was kind of like the story of the Grinch. You know, he had that little bitty heart. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And it grew 10 times its size.
Chris says, I don't need to go to bed. I had fell asleep and back up now. Yeah, it's the next day. We're still having a life. I'm needing Shannon's mega cab. Shannon, get the mega cab. Rip's just stole most of my bed. Rip is his puppy dog and so cute. Rip takes the bed. Rip gets priority in that bed, Chris. LVC, what is the big differences between tractor trailer trucking and transporting? Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother conversation that we cannot get into on this live.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. There's a lot of similarities and a lot of differences.
There's a lot of differences and a lot of similarities, but we can't get into it on this live right now, even though that's an excellent question.
I'm thinking I'm going to do a live over within a week after I get home. Pretty much ask me anything, and we'll go as long as YouTube will allow. So
Have we gotten all the way
Look for
down
me
to
on
the
there.
last comment?
it looks that way.
Alan is our last commenter. Alan, you realize that you have helped me out the first week of May. Happy anniversary to the greatest people I know. Thank you so much.
Alan, I don't know what to say, but
It's your anniversary with Alan.
I know, Alan, I don't know what to say, but I can't argue with that.
It was the first week of May. It was this week, a year ago, that we were rescuing Alan from Alaska. And if you haven't watched that video of our Transport Bandits to the rescue from Alaska, It's about a 5-part series, and if you go under the videos that we have and click videos and then scroll down through them, you'll see a lot of blue videos that say, you know, Transport Bandits Alaska, Part 1, Part 2, Transport Bandits to the Rescue. If you watch just Transport Bandits to the Rescue, watch that. It was one of our best videos ever. And Alan, you made it fantastic, and we gained a great friend from that rescue, where we took Alan all the way back from Alaska. Wyatt says Banks has an upgrade for the 1719 Duramax to put the 2023 oil coolers on.
I was looking into that. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to look into it. But yeah, I've seen that. And I think it'd be a good option. I've heard they're not that expensive. They're just a pain to put in.
Okay, guys, we are going to wrap this up. Well, this has been another amazing live. We've had so
Absolutely.
much fun passing the miles with you tonight. Thank you for jumping on here. Please look at that. We're up to 94 likes.
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. That's like the most likes we've ever gotten on a live. Thank you.
There's a few coming in.
There's a few coming in that are saying good night.
Yep.
Brian says good night. All be safe. Godspeed. The redneck woman. Cheryl, what is this sticker on the back window? Oh, this sticker. It shines out. It's a chrome round circle that says Harley Davidson. It has a skull right here, and these are the chrome flames. The Harley Davidson sticker. That's the chrome flames in the back. So that's Harley Davidson sticker right there. Because you know we got to support our Harley. Harley dudes got to know that we're Harley supporters. And now we have Nature Nut Photos. You all have a safe ride back to beautiful East Tennessee. Good night. Good night, Nature Nut Photos. Jay Evans 90 says, good night, guys. Good night, Jay Evans. Kevin Hypes. Hey, Kevin Hypes at Warren Gross. Not sure where you're located, but Ronald Hokrant Transmission in West Virginia is very good and reasonable. People come from miles around to have him do transmission work. Excellent tip. Thank you, Kevin. Wyatt, y'all have a good night. Good night, Wyatt. Don't forget about the fuel tank. I have my alarm set. Thank you, Wyatt. We all do that. We all do that. Don't forget that you put your auxiliary fuel tank on. Blue
Thanks,
Thunder.
Wyatt. I'd already forgot about it.
I didn't. I've got my alarm on. Blue Thunder, David. Thanks. Safe travels, my friends. We love you, David. You guys, don't forget that Blue Thunder, David Cross has a GoFundMe page because this guy towed him home last week, and now he has nothing to go to work for. Go check out Blue Thunder, David Cross, his GoFundMe page to help him get started back on the road again. We appreciate it. I want to throw out a special thank you again to Dougie Doo, and a special thank you to Jeep 1367. Is that it? Was that the call number? Jeep. If I've got that wrong, I apologize. But Mark, you're a great guy. Thank you for that donation. That'll buy us supper tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up, and we cannot tell you how grateful.
My phone just died.
His phone just died, so that is a sign that we're going to wrap this up.
Yep,
Thank you so much for coming on our live. We're going to stop here. You're going to go to the restroom. You light yourself beautifully in the evening light, by the way. And get us something to eat for supper time, and then probably keep rolling. So we should be home in Tennessee probably maybe Thursday, sometime Thursday.
Yeah.
What's today?
Tuesday.
Today's
Tuesday
Wednesday.
night. We
Today's
got all day
Wednesday.
tomorrow.
What is
Wednesday?
today?
Wednesday.
Oh, well,
We'll be home tomorrow evening.
we should be home tomorrow evening. That's great. Good job. Good job. Thank you guys again for coming on here.
Absolutely.
And I'm just going to say one more thing, one more time, because this is very important on this live, and this is the last time that I'll be able to get this out on video. Again, if you're on here late, if you will go down into the links underneath See Farmers Videos, and if you're going to buy anything on Amazon, click on that link.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy toilet paper, go to his links underneath his videos, click on the link that'll take you to Amazon. And because we're driving business to Amazon, we get as Amazon affiliates in the YouTube world, you get a kickback from that. And that's going to be his only source of income for the next few weeks. So please help him out. If you're buying anything on Amazon, just go to Amazon through his link. If that will be
and then you
I would like to
type in
say one
whatever
more
you're
thing
looking
before we get off
What's
here
that?
too. Guys, if you get a chance to help your fellow Americans,
Yep.
do it. Because the blessings will just overwhelm you.
Absolutely. It all comes back around.
Karma. What you put out there will come back to you tenfold.
Like,
Absolutely.
you know, I'm helping Robbie, but in a way, I kind of feel selfish.
Yeah. We were
Because
talking about that earlier.
I'm just getting so many blessings
We're
out
getting
of it.
so many blessings out of helping somebody else. It's a blessing to us. Dennis said I had the 2004 6.0 bulletproofed. It
Yeah.
was awesome. Greg Marino, hey, what's up, guys? Just joined. Where are you? Hey, we are fixing to go off. You're going to have to watch the replay, Greg.
Coming through
And
Oklahoma
we
City.
thank you so much for
Say
joining
what?
on at the last minute. Hit that like button. But we are going off right now, Greg. Sorry. He said, see ya. Hi.
See ya.
Bye. That's okay. At least it counts that you jumped on. Thank you so much.
Right.
You, all of you guys,
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
There you go.
Let's go. All right, we're out of here. Transport Bandits and Sea Farmer out.
Ow. Phew, is it over?
Woo, that was a lot. Good.
Damn, I